The Pat McAfee Show.
There'll be no rules for our guests, for us, for the things we can talk about. Yes,
speaking his mind.
I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or my thoughts or anything like that.
While being relatable.
I haven't had that manufactured fake-ass celebrity that a lot of people have whenever they go on those big networks. I've had a chance to really build my crew, build my following, build my audience.
And ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat McAfee Show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, beautiful people. It is Thursday, April 29th, 2021. This sports show will begin immediately following this beat drop from Twine. When I woke up this morning, I know you felt just like me. You took a big sniff. The air seemed to be a bit pure, and it's not because we're down in Tampa Bay at the FanDuel Beach House in anticipation for tomorrow night's Friday Night SmackDown, which is going to be legendary. No. When I took that deep breath in this morning, oh, the air made me feel so damn good. It felt as if the oxygen had gone in through my nose, to my brain, to every part of my body, and made it feel incredible. The dopamines seemed to be flowing. The shit was the greatest shit I have had in some time. Then I brushed my teeth. I seemed to hit every crevice of a tooth in a beautiful fashion. The vitamins hit perfectly. Ladies and gentlemen, it was like the night before Christmas last night. I could not sleep. It is. We all just got a text message. Thank you for that text message. It is NFL Draft Spectacular Day. Yeah! Hey, There has been so much chatter about what could possibly take place this evening. Dreams are going to come true. Lifelong dreams in hours and hours and hours of hard work will come to a fruition point where they will see millions of dollars thrown at them to play a sport they have played their entire life. Franchises will hope to make decisions that will affect their cities for decades in a positive fashion, as opposed to horrible fashion.
Oh.
Teams could fuck it up tonight. Teams could ruin their fan base's hopes and dreams tonight with one swift Roger Goodell announcement, and we will be following along with all of the action starting at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, youtube.com/The Pat McAfee Show. Our annual draft spectacular is back, Jack, with big guests, surprise appearances, conversations, and reactions to everything happening with the NFL this evening.
Yes!
Shout out to Traeger. They are the presenting sponsor. They watched last year. They said, have no idea how we could tie into this thing, but we'd like to be a part of it. The Tux-related costume that was mandated just a few days ago will remain in place.
Here we go.
We will respect the draft. We will dress up nice. We will have that whole thing. And there will be a grill cooking up some magic tonight, buddy.
Oh.
Shout out to Traeger. We are so excited. Right now, there are smoke screens going everywhere. There's bullshit being tweeted. There's sources telling us stuff that are telling potential other people stuff. Then those people are hearing other stuff from other sources. Let's just get right to it. Our sources have told us that Mac Jones ain't going 3.
What? Oh my God.
Listen, I know this sounds crazy, and I'm not one to have sources or to reach out to people to tell me information because I know that I'm probably going to just do what I did right there.
Spilled beans.
Could not get it out. Aaron Rodgers was potentially asked for in a trade by the San Francisco 49ers. A number 3 overall pick, Jimmy Garoppolo, some other players and everything, allegedly was offered to Green Bay. We have no idea if this is real or not. That's a tweet from @Bill_Michaels. And when Willie Mike is talking,
Oh, yeah.
people listen. And that was a report from @PA on the mic, who I believe is a Green Bay Packer.
I think he's the Minnesota Vikings PA guy.
Okay, so maybe he's stirring the pot here from whatever he heard. So that hit the internet this morning.
Right.
Could lead off the show with that. We kind of just did because that's a big deal. It's Aaron. And once again, to reiterate my point, I won't ask Aaron if this was happening.
No.
Because I don't want to know. Because if you tell me information, I'm going to scream it. Okay, that's just what's going to happen. It's been that way my entire life. That's just how it goes. I understand that there's some people that probably don't talk to me as much as they should at this particular. Hey, no love lost here, pal. I understand. I don't want no information. Sources told me this morning, saying, "Yeah, listen, you can say whatever you want. I don't care."
Yeah.
Because as soon as it was told me, I was like, I feel like I should know this. I feel like I should know this. You should not have told me this. I'm going to say it. Don't worry about it. Mac Jones ain't going 3.
Oh my God.
Hey, this is what I was told.
It's starting.
It's starting. Is this complete bullshit? What we're going to do tonight for the Draft Spectacular at Boston Connor's here. Ty Schmidt is here. I believe there's a Mad Mel in
He's around here somewhere.
Matt Mel is around somewhere. I think he'll make. Is Jason Glazer?
I believe Jason Glazer is soaking up the Rays.
So he's here as well?
I think so.
Oh my
I
God!
think so.
So those are no surprise guests there, right? Those are going to be.
They will be here.
They are slotted, scheduled, promoted to be in attendance this evening. Draft Spectacular.
Yes.
That is awesome news. There is some big guests that'll be joining us that have not been talked about yet. But for the Draft Spectacular, what we were going to do is we were going to have the first 3 picks that were locked in. Okay, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Mac Jones. Okay, we're going to have the first 3 picks. We're going to watch it live. We're going to watch it live. We're going to react to it. Okay, good start. Hey, okay, what we thought.
Here we go.
Okay, what we thought.
Nice job,
then at
NFL.
4, Maziano and Fowler reported yesterday that they were drafting Kyle Pitts, but that just got reported yesterday, so we have to wonder if that's real or not. So we were actually going to turn off the TV for pick 4.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to turn off the TV for pick 4. Zito, Foxy, the boys back in Indianapolis would then basically be relaying the information to us. We wouldn't know, so it would be a actual live reaction. By the way, it would be a Traeger grill opening up and telling you. I mean, it was a good idea. We're going to do that after pick 3. Now we got to go after pick 2. Trevor Lawrence, 1. Everybody assumes is locked in. There's been no real shit talked about that. Zach Wilson going to the Jets at 2. There's been no real shit talked about that. There's been no fake smoke screens. Who knows if that goes up, which, by the way, could happen, which is why it's so awesome. But at 3 now, with what we're being told, I mean, it seems like Trey Lance is going at 3.
Yeah.
And if Trey Lance goes at 3, what's that mean for Mac Jones? What's that mean for Kyle Pitts, allegedly locked in at number 4 to the Falcons? What if Mac Jones is some team's desired quarterback because he's like Rain Man and they see him not go to San Fran, which has been a lock based out of nowhere? We didn't understand it either. Listen, Justin Fields we thought was the lock. No, all of a sudden Mac Jones. No, Trey Lance is potentially in there. No, Mac Jones is. That was the way this whole thing was covered. Now we're getting told this morning, day of draft, like no. It is the kid from North Dakota is what we're being told. So I have no idea what that does. But the domino effect, the ripple effect of this thing now. What if New England is like, wait, we wanted Mac Jones. Everybody's saying he's like Tom Brady. We've tried. Mm-hmm. We tried the potential running quarterback, changing up our offense. But for us right now, we need a genius who is a precision passer, who everybody says gets along with everybody in the locker room, and also Nick Saban and Bill Belichick are like best friends or something like that.
Tied at the hip.
So what if at 4, where the Atlanta Falcons were definitely taking Kyle Pitts, all of a sudden if Mac Jones is not selected by the Niners, that 4 pick gets automatically very, very interesting. So there is a chance now, if this Trey Lance thing happens at 3, that we were told. Okay? Well, it wasn't just me, by the way. The boys were all.
We heard it.
We heard
it.
I got ears.
Because there was actually a...
Wait
whoa.
a second. Ho.
What was that?
Whoa! So there's a lot that could happen. We can't wait for tonight. We're so thankful for those of you that will choose to spend time with us this evening. It's going to be a long fucking night, and we understand if you leave and come back.
Yeah. Do what you got to do.
We're going to be stuck here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be here for the entire fucking thing. From 7:30 all the way through. We will be. By the way, big guest coming on at 7:40.
Yeah.
General manager who does have a draft pick in this draft in the first round will be joining us at 7:40.
Let's go.
Okay, so that's a thing. But then we got a couple big time guests joining us during the thing. We'll be stuck through this entire thing. And there's going to be times during this draft where we're going to get very bored. I mean, there is going to be picks. There'll probably be a run of 4 picks, 5 picks there where we probably never even heard of the dude that got drafted. Nope. We're excited for him, though.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we'll celebrate and everything like that. But what we're saying is we're going to be here the whole time. And I think there's going to be content that is going to come out of tonight that people will enjoy. I think there is an evening that will be memorable for everybody. And we're fucking pumped up about it. Shout out to Zito. Shout out to Foxy for getting this whole thing done down here. The boys are back in Indianapolis at Tone Diggs, COVID Cowboy, and Gumpy, the host of the Hammer Don Show, which is, by the way, back to being hot after
Still
a one-day slump. They lost everybody money that one day.
Yeah, they
shit.
did.
That was especially that COVID Cowboy.
Oh, man.
He rode his horse right from the cashier right into the toilet.
Come on.
Right into the glue factory.
COVID Cowboy. What a bummer that guy was. But he bounced back in beautiful fashion.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, okay, I'm just saying this is what people are saying, not me, by the way. I'm just, I'm a observer and reporter. I know. It's great that you guys are back, the Hammer Down boys. And with the news that we did call you before the show went live, because, that's something we have. That number 3 pick changing is a big deal, is it not, Hammer Down boys?
Huge, because a couple weeks ago I got Trey Lance at plus 290. He's now down to plus 150 to go number 3 overall. Mac Jones still sitting at the favorite, but those odds are changing quickly. And then the odds with Kyle Pitts, his over-under used to be 5.5.
Hey, are we changing those odds?
Uh-oh.
Sure sounds like
Yeah.
it.
Sharks or sharps, whatever you want to call yourself, you are.
Okay.
How about that?
Now we're in the game.
Yeah.
So the Draft Spectacular we thought was just a nightly event. Here we are early fucking. Hold on. We're going to change some odds here. Now, we could be wrong. And we will have, by the way, we will learn that live on the air.
Yeah.
That we potentially fucked a lot of things up for people. But we're just telling you what we were told by somebody who I think does know. I think does know. Right? I think does know. So it changes. You're saying it's changing rapidly. I believe there was a bet on FanDuel that we saw that was Lawrence, Wilson, Lance, Pitts.
Yep.
Now those odds were massive. Those are changing, I think, as we look at them on FanDuel. But there's a lot of bets on tonight's action. I assume you guys are planning on raking in back there.
Yeah, I've got about 25 bets that I'll talk about on Hammer Down today. Yeah. But to your point, with the information that you got, Okay, you got information from a credible source. And then when you look at FanDuel, and the first 4 picks correctly went from plus 360 to plus 30, or sorry, plus 230, with it being Lance at 3 and Pitts at 4, and then Lance dropping so much for the number 3 overall pick. When you look at the odds dropping, plus this information you got, it kind of lends you to believe the information you got might be right.
Well, but what if people are listening to us as if we are right?
Yeah.
Because of how excited we were with the information.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying here. No, we're not that important.
People telling
We're
us
nowhere
too.
near that. We're sports stooges. Ain't nobody listening to us like that. We're just trying to give our viewers and listeners, like, hey, we're just telling you what we're telling. You're part of the team here, okay? Every sports stooge out there, I feel like, is legitimately part of our team, which is why it's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
A pretty cool thing.
It's not stock market advice.
This is not advice.
No.
We're just telling you what we were told, and this is how we are going to act. So if you would like to act accordingly, feel free to act accordingly, because that is how we are going to. So when you're watching tonight, that is what you're seeing, is somebody who was told one particular thing at that pretty important pick. And if that hits, the celebration.
Man.
By us? By us? But that, what are you doing with that 4th pick back there, gambling-wise? What is the line telling us with that 4th pick? Because let's say Trey Lance does go to 3 overall. Mac Jones potentially, Patriots at 4, right? Immediately everybody's thought?
So if you think that, Mac Jones is plus 2,200 right now to go number 4 overall.
What if it's to the
The
Saints?
odds have been getting worse.
Bingo.
What if it's to the Saints? Oh, there's an echo.
Let me see if you can actually. I know there's somewhere on here that you can get team's first pick and who they're going to pick. I could find the Saints for you and see what we're going to pay out on that.
All right, we'll bounce back to you guys here soon. Gumpy, shout out to you for that Death Row Records shirt, dude. Honestly, that is awesome, Gumpy. You are the best, dude. I don't know where you even found that. I respect it so much. Okay, so Jay Glazer is reported.
The Saints first overall pick here.
Do they not have a one?
Don't
I
come
wonder.
back to me. They don't have the Saints. They don't have for the Saints pick to be correct, so I'm not going to find that. So,
Hey, thank you for that type of honesty, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to own it there. Jay Glazer is reporting. By the way,
Okay.
we love Jay Glazer.
Love him.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Jay Glazer is the man. He's reporting that the Saints are trying to move all the way up to the top 10.
Yeah.
Then the Saints just tweeted out the looky eyes things.
Oh, they had the eyes emoji.
And then Jay Glazer quote tweeted this thing and said it's not for a QB. So
Whoa.
is that Kyle Pitts then? Which is what everybody, right? Kyle Pitts is the guy that everybody says is a lock. Is that who they're going for? What is if it's not for a QB? And then, by the way, Jay Glazer, I think, is potentially tweeting for the Saints as well. It seems like they are in a like. It feels like the Saints are like, yeah, what he's saying is fucking pretty real there with the eyeballs thing. I respect good social media from the team there. Like, hey, we are trying to mix up. This might all be bullshit.
Yeah.
This might all be bullshit. Jay Glazer, though, been around a long time.
Long time.
That's right.
And if Jay Glazer's been covering, I think, 26 drafts or something, if he's putting something out on draft day, Jay's got a pretty good feeling about
Pay
it.
attention.
He ain't messing around.
I think so. I think he's good. I think he's got a good feeling about it. Jay knew. Jay knew. Jay knew. Listen,
Jay knew.
so if the Saints try to, what if they're trying to get Mac? Now, Jay said not for a QB, and maybe the Saints did tell him we're trying to move, and maybe they said, no, it's not for a QB or whatever, because they do have Jameson Taysom Hill on that 4-year voidable $160 million contract, completely voidable. It's not real. It's fake. So, like, the thought is this Mac Jones effect? Is this the Justin Fields effect? Is this Kyle Pitts? What is this? And number 3 carries a lot of weight on everything else that happens in the NFL for the next 10 years, by the way. For the next fucking 10 years. If could you imagine if Bill Belichick is obsessed with Mac Jones for some reason? I don't know. It hasn't come out that he is.
Right.
Okay.
No.
And I don't know if anything would ever come out. But let's say Bill Belichick is infatuated with Mac Jones. They can't get the 4, or they can't get the 3, but allegedly they've talked to Atlanta and the Carolina Panthers.
4 through 14 apparently is what's being reported, that they know what it's going to take to get up to one of those picks.
And Stephon Gilmore allegedly is on the block.
Yep.
And who knows if Atlanta would want Stephon Gilmore with where they're at. I mean, if they don't trade Julio and they keep Matt Ryan, it means they're going to be a veteran team, so they're going to at least try to go for it, I guess. So who knows how they're going to do it. But imagine if Bill Belichick gets Mac Jones, and Mac Jones is everything that they crack him up to be or whatever, and they go on a fucking terror in the AFC. Like that, this is a big. What happens at 3 is a big deal.
Huge.
Oh, yeah.
We won't be able to judge it for a couple years, but what happens at 3 is a massive deal for everybody else in the NFL.
Well, and it's brutal as a Patriots fan just because I've set myself up so poorly with all the hope I have with, hey, we got to get the QB. So if we don't, it's going to be a massive letdown. But for the Saints, there's probably no way they can get to 4 because you wouldn't think the Falcons would trade with, an interdivision, opponent so that they could get up there to get their player.
Oh, you got
Source said.
More source.
Sources have told us. Hey, hold on.
Oh, no.
no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Already?
So
So what's going to happen now?
Does nobody know? Is Mac Jones going 1?
What is going on? This is why I don't tap. Hey, listen. I said it from the jump.
That's right.
This is why I don't get into this game.
It's also why, the last 2 months, everything that's been talked about means fucking nothing because it changes
Because
today.
of what just happened.
Yeah.
I mean, what time is it? 12:19 and 3 seconds more than the clock that we have.
Uh-huh.
Which I have to remember for the hard out at the end of the show. By the way, for some reason, this clock, every second is like 1.0001 second.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like after a week, after a week, like that 1.001 becomes
Stacks.
like a 1 second delay.
Okay.
Then after like another week, it becomes because it's been 1 second added each week.
Yeah.
Week.
Yeah.
Where the third week it's 3 seconds. So whatever the math is for the second thing, it is off by whatever. Each second is actually 1.000 whatever. And so it gets off by 1 second every single week.
Man, hadn't even considered, when we're 3 months into this thing and that thing's 35 seconds off and you're having to.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been ceiling. Orlovsky will be joining us in about 4 minutes and 24 seconds.
Good, Danny.
All right, quick math there. But no, 35 minutes or 45 minutes basically.
Yeah.
It's changed since then.
Source who's pretty good source
I'd say.
says, hold on.
Maybe slow
Hold
down.
on. People are but this might be because we are living in an entirely different set of circumstances right now than we were 45 minutes ago. Remember, when we woke up this morning, we thought Niners Mac Jones.
Lock.
Yeah.
Read a tweet, Niners Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Got a piece of information? Oh, Niners Trey Lance? This is potentially all true, by the way, at the time. And then as it kind of evolves, that's why the draft is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful. Now, listen, I don't know how people watch, okay, and Diggs loves it, and I assume Connor enjoys it.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And I feel like people have seen at this point, I'm a massive NFL fan. I can't do. 2, okay, I'll go early 2. All right. But like I announced the 3rd round draft pick. That is the only 3rd round draft pick I will ever watch live happen.
Forever.
Yeah.
It's the only one. I don't know how people watch it all the way through. I have no idea how the fact that you do, I appreciate. Like the fact that maybe it's somebody on your college team that you hope gets it. And I appreciate that you're pulling for them that hard. I just get very bored because I have no idea who these fucking guys are. Okay, and I should follow it closer. I understand it because of the job we're in. I rely on people that are much smarter than us to do that, and I'll just kind of talk to them and see what their thoughts are and get a read for it or whatever. And also listen to interviews and see what I do down the road when they make it into men's league. But this first 10 picks, I think, tonight could be amazing television. I honestly believe that there's a chance it could be explosive tonight. With that being said, this could just be so
Could be
fucking
chalk.
boring. It could be so boring. And that is the draft. That's the draft, baby. That's what it is.
Do you think it's possible that the information you were given, that some other teams now may be privy to that information and we'll see, and that's what's causing the Saints to be like, okay, fuck, let's, we're at 29 or 28, let's go get into the top 10. If Mac Jones is potentially not going at 3, that opens up a lot of things for a lot of people.
There's no way that anybody has any clue what's going to happen, huh?
No
Doesn't sound like
idea.
it. Well, and I read an article, I think it was last week, it was a tweet that was saying, over the course of the Shanahan Lynch era, if they've wanted to keep things close to the chest, they do. So, all the stuff you're hearing, it's kind of unusual that all this stuff is coming out, and, so many people seem to have an idea of what the 49ers are doing.
How about Shanahan, though, and Lynch walking right into that press conference, just being like, this is what we do. Don't worry about it. They gave away nothing.
Yeah.
And crushed the press conference.
They gave away nothing. It was, I don't know how easy that would be. I don't think that's easy. Like, I think that press conference that Shanahan and Lynch put together, one of the most impressive speakings
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've ever seen. It just because they sat out there, I think, for a bit too.
Oh, yeah. It's like a half hour.
They were out there for a bit, so that's just like, for instance, I enjoy watching speakers speak. Like I always have. I even if I don't understand or appreciate the message, I want to see like how they handle
way it's
delivering
delivered.
the message, right? Like that's a big. Literally, Chuck Pagano's first team meeting. As we're walking out of the team meeting, we both have to walk the same direction to the special teams room into the head coach's office. So after the team meeting, you go to your individuals or whatever. And I go, 8 out of 10, pretty good start there. And he was like, excuse me? I'm like, that was a good speech. Like, that was pretty, it was entertaining. It was pretty good. You know, like I've always had real appreciation for that. So like, for instance, I think my Chris Ballard appreciation after the seasons, he'll go out to his press conference, no notes, and he will sit there for an hour and a half, and there's nothing. It's just him. I'm like, oh, this son of a bitch is a good speaker. Okay, This guy's really Shanahan and Lynch. Now, Lynch deferred to Shanahan on a Jimmy G question. So that was the only real flaw I saw in the entire thing. Other than that, they gave away nothing. They burned no bridges with Jimmy G. They explained their stance on Jimmy G. So if you weren't a diehard Niners fan, you'd be like, okay, that does make sense. 2 out of 3 years, this guy's been hurt. We've gone to shit. Jimmy knows that. I mean, it's just something we can't do. We have to prepare for the team, for the fans, blah, blah, blah. Even though the city we played in kicked us out. He should have said that. He didn't say that.
Yeah.
That should have been something
Right.
he kind of like.
Oh, by the way.
Hey, by the way, we got kicked out of our city last year. Just something to think. I know the Niners, an incredibly historic franchise.
Oh, yeah.
But an NFL team got kicked out of a city. I mean, there's going to be repercussions down the road for that. Something's going to happen down the road because of it. I just, it's just like the players that opted out and then a bunch of people played. Santa Clara kicked the Niners out and everybody else was able to play still. So, there's going to be, maybe not this year, maybe not 5, maybe 10 years, something is going to be said about, hey, you remember when you fucking kicked us out in the middle of the season and everybody else was able to play? You remember that?
We're going back to San Francisco.
Yeah, there's going to be something that falls from that. But they were able to come out looking good, the baby faces in the entire thing, and told nobody anything. It's insane to me. It is absolutely insane to me. And by the way, our source could know.
He might know.
And our source, by the way, might now be, he might be.
Or she.
You're right.
Of course.
See what we did? See what we did there? They could be kayfabing us right now too. Like this could be an entire thing. We have no idea.
Target for false information.
Oh
so
my God, they said it. Oh, dude.
who knows?
What if? By the way, Shanahan and Lynch came out like 2 days ago and they said, we know who we're picking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were so confident on how nobody would know. Or maybe they didn't say that, by the way. Maybe.
And then this
That is
I mean,
also
do we know
possible.
any? Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, a man who is not our source for this information, but he might have sources that know more than us. He works on ESPN. He's on every show over there, I think. Yeah. His quarterback breakdowns have been magnificent to kind of watch and listen to. He pissed off an entire state quickly, the state of Ohio, with releasing information that he was told by his sources. I think he learned. I think we all learned from that situation. Yeah. And I respect the hell out of this man's brain. I think the whole show does. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Orlovsky. Hey, Roman Reigns shirt. Okay, how you doing? Keep it moving. Head of the table. What do you want to talk about?
Whatever you want to talk about, bud. It's great to be back, man. It's been a little bit of time since I was on, as you mentioned. So I'm thankful to be back on draft day, bud.
Well, hey, by the way, didn't make the spectacular.
I'm disappointed. To share with everybody so they know, you sent out the tweet notifying everybody that you were going to be having the draft night spectacular show. And I sent you a message saying, if I'm not on the show, delete my number. And your response was, in capital letters, we're having big guests, man.
That's right.
Like, what? Thanks, bro.
Yeah, and but then you responded with something where I think if any other human on earth responded with what you responded with, I would have immediately blocked their number. Okay? You used fudging. You used the word fudging in a sentence. And I think at this stage of my life, Okay, 33, about to turn 34. I've gotten a chance to kind of learn a little bit about life. I've been a douche. I've always been a stooge. I've been around, At this point, if any other human other than Dan Orlovsky uses fudging to me, I immediately go, okay, cool. Never fudging talking to those people again. Okay, that's what I said. You somehow, though, make it work, and that's Orlovsky, baby. Hey, that's a Dan Orlovsky charm. So I'm thankful you're here on draft day. And are you working tonight? Are you doing anything tonight? Are you in Cleveland right now?
Yeah, I'm in Cleveland. We have NFL Live for 2 hours today. Usually it's 4 to 5, but we're 3 to 5. They gave us 2 hours today. I'm not doing anything live during the draft. We'll be watching it as a crew and kind of sending out instant reactions on social media stuff. But
Will you join us tonight? Will you join us tonight at some point?
I would be honored. I'll
Okay,
be there.
let me see.
You let me know when.
Let me see. I don't know.
Well, okay. We should probably check.
Big guests.
Well, I got to see.
You know what? Let me caveat this. If Mac Jones goes number 3, I'd love to come on.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Now let's talk about this, though. Let's talk about Mac Jones going number 3. By the way, Dan Orlovsky will be on tonight's draft. Let's go, Dan. We'll rerun whatever you're about to say here. So I'm joking. So we had potentially heard from a source. Now, with everything, though, seems like it's potential bullshit, especially on draft day because teams are playing poker with everybody right now.
Yeah.
Trey Lance to the Niners is I guess, a real possibility at this point. If Trey Lance goes to the Niners at 3, now I'm not saying this is going to happen because we were told this is happening. Then we're told, whoa, hold on, maybe. Hey, just want to let you know. Yeah, just got an update, maybe. So let's say Trey Lance goes 3. Do you think now the Justin Fields story, that is going to be something that we are going to follow very closely? And maybe Justin Fields, by the way, is going. Maybe he ends up going number. What if he ends up going 2, by the way, and the Zach Wilson thing is all fake? But anyways, it would be absolutely amazing. But if Mac Jones doesn't go to the Niners, do you think there's a couple teams? Allegedly, the Saints are trying to move in the top 10, not for a quarterback. But like the Patriots, that number 4 overall pick that is allegedly locked in by Maziano, your boy, and Fowler, they said they're taking Pitts. That number 4 pick probably gets very, very expensive for people that thought they had no chance to get Mac Jones, I'd assume, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the number 4 pick is more expensive than past years anyway because Atlanta is not in. Like you got to pay a premium to go up and get the 4 pick this year because of who we think is going to be the 4 pick. It's Kyle Pitts. Atlanta's not sitting there going, we're going to take, Rashawn Slater or Penei Sewell. Really, really, really good players. And in past tradition, it's like, the number 4 pick, it's usually going to cost you this draft capital to go up there and get it. But if I'm Atlanta, I'm sitting there going, I'm not only giving you the number 4 pick, I'm also passing on the likely opportunity to take Kyle Pitts, who everyone believes, myself included, that this guy's the best tight end
future
to ever come
earnings.
out.
Listen, you need to pay for future earnings I'm missing out on.
Correct. Yeah, you got to pay a premium for that 4 slot. And I think that's part of the reason why Atlanta's probably having some difficulty trading that pick is because the price tag is so much higher than in traditional past years, So I do think that the NFL community, at least coaching-wise, views Mac Jones in more high regard than the public. I do think that. I've had conversations with coaches who love him, like absolutely love his game on the field. So I think that if he doesn't go to 3, the phone calls would be ringing. But I believe that for Justin and Trey as well.
Okay, go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, you mentioned Justin Fields, Dan. So what do you think the chances are he goes to or he falls to like 7 or 8, and then a team like New England will trade up with the Lions or the Panthers to get him?
Yeah, Connor, I don't think the quarterbacks get out at 8. I just, in my gut, I don't think any of them last past the 8th pick. So that's why the trade yesterday between Denver and Carolina, I do believe a team like Detroit was a big winner. Because if you're one of those teams, New England, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Washington, and you are like, you know what, we want Justin Fields or Trey Lance or Mac Jones. Like you gotta at least believe that Carolina is in the mix for one of them. That they're at 8. And if you want one of those guys, you have to jump. Like you gotta go jump 8 and go, we have to go get this player. And so I think New England, like at the end of the day, New England's gonna have to be overly aggressive. And so would Chicago, and so would Pittsburgh, and so would Washington if they want that quarterback. Now, which one do I believe that they would be more willing to be aggressive for? It's Justin Fields. I just think he's more talented. Yes, there's issues that you have to fix with them. I'm going to do a tape on NFL Live about it today. And I don't know if it's fixable. I don't know. I think it is difficult, but I think his talent is pretty impressive.
Hey, we have no idea if any of these dudes are going to stink or not, right? I mean,
sure. And Pat, this is why it's a great point. I love that question. So here's my thing about all this.
They could all stink. Hey, they could all stink. They could all be all pros. They could all be all pros. We have no idea.
I have said this for like 3 years now. We got like 6 or 7, maybe 8 great quarterbacks in the NFL. Great. That those guys pretty much annually, no matter what's around them, they're going to play really, really good football. If not elite, Hall of Fame, great football. And then there's that crew of like 8 guys that are good, that can be really good for seasons, play caller, health, talent around them, right? Why do we think every year that 5 dudes are going to go be Hall of Famers? Like, it just doesn't happen that way. Now, if Trey Lance goes to San Francisco, I think it's the greatest flyer at the quarterback position in the history of the NFL draft. Okay?
Okay.
Because quarterback is a repetition position. You only get better by repetitions. He's thrown 318 passes in college. 318. The last cat to get drafted in the first round of quarterback that's thrown less than 500 is Mark Sanchez. Mark threw for 487 times at USC. 318 is the lowest number in 40 years. So you're taking like a massive flyer on a guy that, like, yeah, there's talent there, no doubt. But man, it is a huge risk. And these quarterbacks that are franchise quarterbacks, they don't go into the NFL and fail because they're not talented.
Oh, here we go.
All these guys are talented.
Hey, this is going to be an Orlovskyism, I think.
I think all these guys are talented, but they go into the NFL and fail because the organizations and coaches don't figure out what their flaw or their 2 flaws are, and they don't figure out a way to fix them. They don't figure out a way if you can and if they're able to fix them. And that's why these guys, they can go be great, but if you don't address the flaw, man, because they all got them. If you don't address the flaw, they'll never be great.
We're chatting with Dan Orlovsky here, ESPN Talking Head. He's on every show over there. Anytime you turn on ESPN, he will be on. It looks like he is doing well, though. Those are good drapes. Is that your room? Yeah. Are you in a conference room or are you in your room right now?
High ceiling.
This is my hotel room. I'm at the Hyatt in Cleveland, man.
Whoa! Hey, look at them taking care of old Dan Orlovsky.
Just ate lunch. Just ate a little Quest bar for lunch. You called me when I was working out, getting some push-ups.
No free ads. Yeah, what do you have, a hotel workout? Is that what you do? Because you got like 55 kids? You have to do like quick workouts and stuff like that?
Yeah, I can't go like 48 hours without working out. If I do, I become like super douchey, so.
Really? Hey, that's a good self-diagnosis, like you just said about these quarterbacks. You know, coaches find a flaw. Was this your wife that said, like, hey, every 4 to 8 hours we need you to work out because I'll tell you what, it gets tough around here when you don't do that. Is that what happened?
Yeah, my wife was like, why are you on edge? Why are you on edge? The kids just woke up. And I'd be like, I haven't worked out in a day or 2. So I try to sweat, bud.
You look like you're about 165, 170 right now.
Nah, dude, I'm 6'5". For me to be 6'5" and 170, I would look like, you know, like Christoph Porzingis. You know, like I'm 200 pounds.
No, you're not.
No way.
Yes.
No, you're not. You again.
Do you see this tricep guy?
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Nope. It's very good lighting. You got good lighting. You couldn't do the shadows. You know what I mean? You couldn't see the shadow because it's good lighting over there. You're in incredible shape. So tonight, when inevitably a team makes a massive mistake, how will you judge that? What do you think a team will do that would be absolutely a nightmare? Has something happened?
No, not yet.
Okay, all right. I've heard there's something. I've heard something's cooking right now, by the way.
What are you like in the world?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I've heard something's cooking. Now, listen. I don't know what's real and what isn't real. I don't know what's real and what isn't real. And I feel like, listen, Dan, you're on ESPN.
Come on.
No, listen, you're on ESPN, so like you have like big time connections. You know, you do the handshaking thing with all the suits and all that shit and all that. You know, you enjoy that stuff. I do not, okay? I do not enjoy that stuff. I don't like having these connections because it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
How am I not supposed to fucking say what I just read in my phone right now? I don't know. I don't know how I'm not supposed to say it, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Let's talk about quarterback play in the NFL.
Give context clues, you know, like talking.
Something big.
Yeah. Huge. Bigger than the draft.
The fabric of the league.
Yep.
What in the wide world of sports is going on?
Well, that's All right, who knows? It's draft day. We got to remember everything could be fake, Dan. This is, hey, what did you learn this draft cycle? Hey,
You're right. You're right. This is why you're smarter than me, and I hate it, but you are.
No, you saw me I lived in the moment there for about 35, 40 seconds. But I think what we have learned about this draft cycle is anybody could be a pawn in somebody's open Sicilian chess game.
Yeah,
right?
correct.
And I could be one. I think I'm more of a horse. You know what I mean?
Okay,
That's-
And
that's
don't
what
forget, when horses can't run anymore, they just get shot. So I wouldn't do that.
No,
I
I'm
wouldn't
talking about
say
the
you're a
knight,
horse.
okay? I'm talking about the L. We're talking chess. You wouldn't understand that. You don't even know. I said closed Sicilian on you.
No.
You had no
Go
idea.
fish guy.
You
I'm a
had
go fish guy.
Hey, not a bad game.
Fish is
Euchre,
fun.
also a good game. Go Fish isn't bad, though. Pretty elementary game. I think you can move up. You seem to be smarter than that. But Dan, Trevor Lawrence, is he going to be good? Yeah, 100% sure?
Yeah, but
Quick.
here's the thing.
Not full. You think Trevor Lawrence is going to be good, though?
Yes, I think he's going to be great.
Zach Wilson, 100% sold Zach Wilson's going to be good at the Jets?
Absolutely not.
Zach Wilson or Jets?
Both.
Okay.
More Zach Wilson.
Do you think there's any move that the Jets don't take Zach Wilson at this point?
No.
Okay, so you think those two are locked in. Do you think
Yes.
Mac Jones to 49ers is also a lock in your eyes?
No. I think Mac Jones will be the pick. I think Mac Jones should be the pick. I would not be shocked if it's Trey Lance.
Okay, Dan. All right, what time do you want to join us tonight? What pick? How about pick? Yeah, 15.
It depends, Pat. If Mac Jones goes 3, I would love to come on somewhere in that time frame.
Oh, so Dan, you want to come on while pick 4s, 5, 6, 7, and 8? Of course you do, Dan.
That's you, pal.
Dan, that can't happen, Dan.
Patrick,
you
what
can't
do
be
you want
in
me
the,
on?
You
It's
can't
an
be in
honor
the
and a
top.
privilege.
No, I understand, and it's very nice of you to pander to me right there, and because I do appreciate whenever that happens every once in a while. But top 10, we can't have anybody because we have no idea what's going to happen and everything.
Then I'll come on after that.
Okay, so but at 10 we do have somebody. So I think at like maybe actually I don't know.
Okay.
15, I think we get 16. Pick 16.
I'm there.
Okay, 15
So
to 16.
That's like, what, 9:30, 10 o'clock, right?
Last year, that might have been 1 a.m. I
Yeah.
mean, when we signed up to do the show last year, we had no idea it was going to be a 7-hour affair. Okay.
Yeah, just remember there's this artist named Nas who said sleep is the cousin of death. I don't need sleep tonight, bud.
Yeah, Nas, actually,
not the
OG,
line.
I watched part of his documentary on Netflix last night. So I'm a big Nas fan. Actually, couldn't sleep. We have no TV here, okay? I need TV to fall asleep.
Yeah.
I watch Netflix on my phone for fucking 7 hours. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, ESPN legend, former NFL quarterback, probably a head coach at some point, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Orlovsky. See you tonight, Dan.
Hey, buddy.
Okay, let's get to a fucking break.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Have to.
There's too much.
Yeah.
Before anything gets spewed.
I mean, why?
Hey, it's draft day, baby.
Here we go.
Last week, or 2 weeks ago, whenever we had to hide, I'm playing the music. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, when we had to hide the WWE thing,
Yeah.
it was tough.
Sure.
We actually gave full high fives after the show. Like, hey, good for us.
We did it.
This, I don't know how I'm supposed to.
No.
About 8 times during that with Orlovsky, I just wanted to
Yeah.
blurt it out.
I'm gonna have to cancel the rest of the show.
We got 2 hours and 19 minutes on this.
Can't say a thing.
Take some phone calls on your side.
All of them.
Something big, from what we've been potentially told. There's some things cooking.
Do you
Yeah.
have any idea of the timeline of that?
No, that's what's even worse.
Yeah.
That's why it makes it so difficult.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Our show was once in a basement. Okay? Started in a basement. Now,
Started in a basement.
our show was once said to be not watched or listened to by anybody.
Yeah.
Okay? Now we're here. All right? More viewers, more listeners, more problems. Are we being used right now as a potential?
No. Not with this.
Because
A go-between.
I don't want to go back to the basement because I appreciate how much work we have all put in to get here. You know what I mean? And I appreciate the team behind us that watch and listen every day and how they have, guerrilla marketed this thing. And I'm talking UE guerrilla marketed this thing and spread this boots on the ground to get bigger.
Oh, yeah.
But whenever you do have this type of show now, I think there's a chance we got to fucking
Especially today.
Reach has come out.
I can't be, okay, knight in the game.
Or a pawn.
By the way, we'll be back on the other side of the break. We got to figure this out. We got to have a plan for how we get through the rest of this show.
Yeah.
Maybe I turn my phone off.
Oh, that might be a good idea.
But then what if?
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Thing.
Cannot do that.
This stinks. 1-833-4 McAfee on the phone lines. Hopefully there won't be an echo. Got to remember, we're in Florida. The boys are in Indy. The show's going through New York. I mean, there is.
Yeah.
The fact that we're even on air, we're very thankful for. This is Zito production working out beautifully. We'll see you in 4 minutes. It's Draft Spectacular Day.
Woo! Yeah.
We cannot forget that. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time tonight, youtube.com/The Pat McAfee Show. I think there's going to be fireworks. We'll see you in about 4 minutes. Today's event is me versus a Carolina Reaper pepper. A pepper that has what?
2.2 million Scoville on average. I think it's pretty much the hottest pepper in the world.
In comparison, a jalapeno is
6,000 Scoville.
for every second after it is in my mouth, I don't grab this milk. We'll give $25 to a random person in the comment section right now. $4,500 feels like a good amount to give away, though. And that'd
3
be
minutes.
3 minutes. This is going to be a long 3 minutes.
That's redder than devil's dick. That crunch. How we doing so far? Doesn't look too bad.
I should have taken a drink of water beforehand, though, because I think I had a dry mouth. I had a little cotton mouth. Oh.
Oh, okay. Once the hiccups start, I think you're just about done for. What's your biggest regret in life? Do you have 2 more minutes in you?
I think it's just starting to hit like the peak. The curve on this thing is just starting to go up.
You are handling this much better than Bill did, though. You are, yeah. Billy Tubes was puking 10 seconds in. 130. 130.
It's burning my esophagus.
Do you feel like you're going to puke? And that milk looks ice cold, too.
No.
It broke my heart. Hey, one more. Yep. Now we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dance with me.
How you feel now?
A little bit better, but not great. Oh, God. That's a bad idea. I need more.
More milk.
Oh, God, God. Yikes. Now comes the time that I've been thinking about for my entire life. It's time to meet Vince McMahon.
Vince was not there.
Vince wasn't there. I know, this is a big deal.
Vince was not there last Friday. Everything could be differently here in the next week or so.
This will be my first Friday with Vince McMahon. And all anybody was saying is, can't wait to hear what he becomes whenever Vince is in his ear, when Vince is in his ear or whatever.
I think we now have to pretend that night one never even happened.
This is the Pat McAfee Show on Sirius XM Mad Dog Sports Radio. We thank you for taking the time to seek out this small regional show that streams internationally. Here's Pat and the boys.
Welcome back, dude. I have no idea how we're going to do this.
No clue.
For those that are wondering, it is Thursday, April 29th. Day of the draft spectacular. The first round of the NFL draft is tonight. We will be live at youtube.com/The Pat McAfee Show, live from the FanDuel Beach House down here in Tampa Bay, Florida. FanDuel is the greatest sports book on planet Earth and the moon. If they were to gamble on moon, like when Elon gets up there.
Oh, yeah. They'll be the first one to do it.
And they want to be the most efficient sports book, the best sports book, just all around good sports book as well. Elon's going to call FanDuel and say, hey, we need some odds up here on the moon.
That's right.
Immediately.
And that's what FanDuel does. Obviously, they've helped us out immensely, and they've gotten a lot of that money back from a lot of my losses. But the Hammer Down boys are hot, so we're taking all their money again. We're taking all their money. We hope to take $1 billion from them.
Hell yeah.
Okay? That's what we're trying to do. That's what the Hammer Down boys do every single day, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, youtube.com/Hammer Down. They give out bets and picks and ideas. They are on a grotesque winning streak right now. Diggs had one night where he lost. Everybody else has won in rapid fashion here on sports that nobody cares about. Shout out to FanDuel. Also, fantasy and free-to-play contests all the time. Shout out to FanDuel. We appreciate the hell out of FanDuel.
Thank you, FanDuel.
Okay, now let's get to sports that do matter. Okay, the draft is tonight.
Yep.
A lot of things are happening.
Too much.
Too much information is being sent to me. This is something we got to remember next year. Whenever there's big events in the draft, with where we are currently at in the landscape of things, we have to remember to have our Captain America shields out.
Yep.
And remember that there's potentially Batman throwing ninja stars at
right.
them. We got to block them all.
Too many of them.
Too many of them. There's potential lies coming at us. We let off the show talking about how number 3 ain't going to be Mac Jones. Then, same exact person that told us that text us, whoa, maybe not, maybe. What the fuck do you mean? Why do you tell me that? You know how I am. You tell me it's going to happen, and that's what we're talking about. Tonight's going to be awesome because somebody's going to be dead wrong.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to be very right.
Yep.
A lot of people are going to take victory laps on things that they decided and not mention the things they lost out on. There has been so many narratives pushed during this draft cycle that I have gotten almost car sick at this point.
Yeah.
We're battling through it. I guess I should have said seasick because it is just waves
chop.
of bullshit.
Just eating
On
chop.
this boat.
Like we're on Lake Michigan up there.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the sandbar that is 400 yards out. And there's just cold water just dumping on your face. And you're getting seasick. And you got a White Claw in your hand maybe. And then all of a sudden your feet touch the ground. And you're like, Jesus Christ.
These rocks are sharp.
I'm going to die.
We get it.
This is how I was going to die out here. You know, that whole thing. That is kind of what this whole draft cycle has been tonight. We find out everything, but will it just be the draft prospects that'll steal the show? Will there be other moves that'll be made? Will there be big announcements that happen out of nowhere? We have no idea. We are very, very excited. At Boston Connor, New England Patriot fan, what did you just allude to there?
I'm alluding to the fact that the Patriots are probably going to trade up to the 7th pick and take Justin Fields. I feel like that's almost a lock at this point. You know, we'll give probably Gilmore and a few other picks to the Lions, and we'll make it happen.
Okay, let's run through some reports that have come out in the last 24 hours. The Niners offered the 3rd overall pick, Jimmy G, more picks and players for Aaron Rodgers to be a San Francisco 49er. That was reported by Bill Michaels, and we said William Mike doesn't fuck around.
No, he doesn't.
Jimmy G was allegedly going to be traded back to the New England Patriots, so much so that the report came out in the last 24 hours that the New England Patriots were renegotiating Jimmy G's contract with the Niners so that he could come and play back for the New England Patriots. Allegedly, remember, after the 2017 season, Bill Belichick wanted Jimmy. Tom was still fucking Tom.
Oh, yeah.
They trade away Jimmy G to San Francisco. Tom and Bill's alleged issues, I don't know if it started there, but it really came to a head there. They want to spite Super Bowl. Allegedly, with the stories, we don't know if any of this is true or been confirmed, but allegedly they hated each other that last year.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, everything else happens. He leaves. How you doing? Keep it moving. And, you know, another Super Bowl later for Tom, not for Bill. But, like, that whole thing happens. It's just, if Jimmy G gets traded back to the Patriots, Then you have to think to yourself, what does that mean for Cam? And what does that mean for this year's draft picks for the Patriots? What are they going to go get or do and everything like that? There's just so much bullshit that's being talked about right now that it's tough to keep up with all of it. Jimmy G was traded last night to the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
On the internet.
For a lot of people.
This morning, Schefter woke up and said, chances of Jimmy G being traded are remote, per Adam Schefter, as of this morning. So then Maziano and Fowler say the Falcons are going to take Pitts at 4. Who knows? Dak Prescott said in an interview, it's obvious we're going to pick defense. Dak, it's not obvious.
No, it's not.
Aaron was on the Draft Spectacular last year during the draft and actually said, it'd be great to get a weapon.
I'd love one.
Love to get a weapon. It'd be very cool. Aaron Rodgers has been around a long time in Green Bay, and I'm not saying Dak isn't a staple of the Dallas Cowboys, but I just want to let you know, whatever you say right now, I think we all agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just like we all agreed with Aaron.
Yep.
It could change mightily. Now, I'm not saying Jerry Jones from his yacht is going to not go defense because it's obviously they need it. J.C. Horn probably is who they're going to pick at the Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
But we don't know what's going to happen with the Cowboys. Darren Ravel says there has been more money bet on the 3rd pick of the draft than any other pick in the history. Now, sports gambling is getting legalized and bigger in every single state. So every stat that Ravel puts out, you can obviously dig deeper and see why. But this 3rd overall pick that John Lynch and Shanahan have masterfully kind of camouflaged is the linchpin for the entire draft tonight. And I can't stress this enough. This is going to be fucking awesome tonight. I am so excited. We've been swimming in so much bullshit. There's a couple more right there. Jay Glazer says he doesn't see Julio going to the Ravens. Allegedly, the Ravens, who are in the wide receiver market, they were going to get Julio. Is that a part of a trade? Trey Lance doesn't confirm nor deny that he had a meeting with the Patriots. I mean, there is just so much going on right now that it's hard to keep track.
Yeah.
But we still got to go live for 2 more hours. AJ Hawk will join us on the other side, I believe. If not, he'll join us shortly after that. Daniel Jeremiah will join us.
Nice.
NFL Network draft expert. He'll be a part of the actual broadcast on TV while we're hopefully on your phone or casted to your TV or on your computer. So I want to know what he's hearing, how he's feeling. There's a lot of shit popping off right now in the NFL and in our world. We're going to try not to fuck it up for the next 2 hours.
Yeah. Nope. That's all we can do.
1-833-4-McAfee. Get on those phone lines. If we answer the first 2 and there's a large echo, it's not you. It is literally me if we don't answer any more phone calls.
Yep.
This is the Pat McAfee Show, Thursday, April 29th. Draft Spectacular Day.
Come on!
You got about 6 minutes. We'll see you on the other side of this thing. This is electric.
This is Remember the Titans. How's it going? My name is Pat McAfee. I do a lot of things. Today I am a professional analyst getting ready for the Thursday night football opener in beautiful Nippert Stadium with the Cincinnati Bearcats here at Higher Ground. This secluded world. Good squad, good place, excited for this morning practice. I'm obviously unbiased, but I'm pulling hard for Cincinnati to do well on Thursday night.
I like to say, only clipboard quarterback, man. This is awesome. And we got hopefully a future NFL kicker. Let's see what you got. Come on.
This is great for the brand. This guy's an athlete. Athlete. Hey, let's go.
Hey, goodness. They say kickers are athletes. We'll find out. Let's go.
Pull it up. Heads up. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the hospitality. Have a great day. Let's go get it. 1, 2, 3.
I'ma close the case. I can't wait no more, man. I gotta blow today. I'm blow today. I ain't hearing what they say. Need a blue face, I've been caring about the race. I've been trying to eat, I need more than just a taste. Now they trying to talk, oh no, they should know their place. Man, I'm ballin'. This ain't cap, baby, now I feel like calling. From the O, but I got the music poppin'. All the time, man, it started get obnoxious. Now I gotta drive, yeah, I'm feeling nauseous. Gotta drive top down, then I hop out. I've been feeling hot now.
It's been a good point.
Thank you.
Okay,
so much. Yeah, you got it.
Appreciate you coming.
Thank you. This has been so cool to see. Whenever we were driving out here into the sticks, my boys and I from Indianapolis, we were told by Coach Fickle it was a 40-minute drive from where we live. Absolute lie, hour and a half out here. But as we were getting out here, we didn't know what we were going to show up to. And this is such a cool scene here. I remember whenever I was in college, we won a lot of games, beat Cincinnati a couple times. It was a great day. But I remember my boys, right? Like I still am in touch with them every single day, every single week. We had this moment where we went from boys to become men. And you guys were a really young team last year, but got to experience a lot of wins. Like now the expectation level are high. And I can't wait to talk you all up on Thursday night against UCLA. UCLA refused to respond to my tweet. So I am a Bearcat fan on that opening night, and I cannot wait to watch you guys dominate. And I think this is such a cool thing. Coach, I can't thank you enough for your hospitality. I got a bunch of swag from you guys, too. This has been a cool day. Enjoy this, though. This doesn't happen a lot. Even when you get into the NFL, it's not like college. It's not like your boys. It's not like this. It's a whole different world that you'll remember forever, and I was honored to be here to watch you today, and I can't wait to watch you guys go win the thing on Thursday night and then throughout the rest of the season. Thank you so much. Cheers, boys. Thank you.
Hey, 1, 2, 3.
Travis called heads.
No!
Sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm sorry that it worked out this way, but I told you.
You're not
I had
sorry.
to trust my instincts. You asked me what I thought. I thought it was going to be heads. I didn't
What about
want to have
Travis
to pick it. I
Kelce
didn't know
going
you
out
put
there?
$30K on it.
Yeah, I mean, was that the cleanest toss of all time?
No, it was terrible.
But that thing took one bang straight in. What a horse shit toss.
They watered the field. Old Notre Dame versus USC. They raised the grass.
You son of a bitch.
We all know that wasn't a fair coin toss.
No, it was
They should
not.
redo it.
It was a lot worse than 50-50 after fucking watching it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say that's why you don't bet 30,000 on a coin toss. You know?
Seems like a reasonable thing to bet 30K on.
Because you got no control. You got no control, guys. So I guess not even like a thought to go into it.
Well, Christmas is canceled.
Yeah, we're giving away a lot, but nowhere near as much as we once had thought.
No.
Remember that double 70K? Take it back.
Yeah, for sure. FanDuel just made so much money right there.
Use.
The Pat McAfee Show.
There'll be no rules for our guests, for us, for the things we can talk about.
Speaking his mind
I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or my thoughts or anything like that.
while being relatable.
I haven't had that manufactured fake-ass celebrity that a lot of people have whenever they go on those big networks. I've had a chance to really build my crew, build my following, build my audience.
And ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat McAfee Show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to that show. Hour 2 here on Draft Spectacular Day, Thursday, April 29th, 2021. We'll begin immediately following this beat drop from 20. The boys are here. Boston Connor, Ty Schmidt. The boys are back in Indianapolis. We appreciate you. Zito, Foxy behind the camera, and everybody back in Indy. Can't thank you enough. Joining us now, straight out of Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hold on,
a
calling him now.
college football national champion. I know, I saw Zito, by the way. I was just going to do an extendo.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right, Foxy. Hey, don't worry about Foxy. I can't see Foxy because he is directly behind like a wall.
Yeah.
No worries, Foxy. A college football national champion. A Super Bowl champion. A man that I just called before we got on air and asked him if he had heard anything. And he said, no, obviously I haven't heard anything about anybody. And I said, okay, well, I told him exactly what I heard.
Yep.
Because I said, if I have to sit through 2 hours of not saying this on live on air, neither can you, pal. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Hawk.
Yeah!
AJ,
What's happening?
we were delivered. Now, well, I was delivered, and then you were delivered some potential NFL news. And I want to let you know, good luck not fucking saying it. I had to deal with it for 19 minutes in that first hour. I don't know how we're going to get through today. There's going to be so many, breaking news announcements today from insiders and sources. There's going to be so many things that come out today over the next 2 hours that we're just going to have to not act like it's gospel.
Right.
But it's going to be very difficult not to get excited about news that potentially breaks and information about tonight and everything. It's going to be very difficult for these next 2 hours, I think, to kind of keep it together in anticipation for tonight, AJ.
What do you think that that information that you shared with me that you got from somebody? When would that happen? When would this news break to everybody?
Pray to God in the next couple hours.
Yeah. Right now.
We pray to God that it's like within the next 5 minutes so that we don't have to do 2 hours of this game where I have to do one of these with every sentence because everybody knows the way I speak. It's running down a grocery store aisle and just grabbing things that are in my brain and then turning around and going fucking right back for 3 hours. That's what the show is. And right now, there is the entire right aisle is this one thing.
Yeah.
And I'm running through it. It's, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for the next 2 hours. So I'm hoping, the numerous things that we have heard today, and I'm not looking at my phone. Well, there's 3 more text messages. Oh, Jesus.
Not yet.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, now all the sports books have moved to the number 3 overall pick.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I'm the reason why that happened. And then I got a text like 20 minutes later, and it was like, we do not know.
Hold on.
So, AJ, this is a bad day. This could be an incredibly long day, strenuous day, exciting day, pump day. I mean, this is draft spectacular day. We should have expected nothing different, right, AJ?
Right. Was it Trent Dilfer who told you you are a bastion for misinformation that people want to give to you that you can spew to the world?
Well, we addressed that in the first hour. We did have quite a moment where, we had to look each other in the face and say, we're getting used right now.
Yeah, hold on.
We're getting used right now. I actually went through an entire story about how the show was once in the basement.
Yeah.
People listen, but not as many as people that listen now. And then now we're at this point, and to Trent Dilfer's point, maybe we are just, a rook in this game, dude. Maybe we're a fucking pawn out here. What's that one that just goes straight up and down real fast?
Oh, the queen.
No, the other one, the one on the far right.
Bishop?
Oh,
no, you're rook.
The rook.
The rook. That's the rook?
Yeah.
The one that just goes straight up and down?
Up and down,
Left
side
and
to
right.
side.
It's got a little bit of a castle on top. Should be a gargoyle hanging out the outside.
Yeah.
Should be. If I created chess, that's what I would have done. That one. We are potentially that right now. And I think that would be the one we are, by the way. Or the one that goes super diagonal. What's that one?
That's the bishop.
So we're either the bishop, because they're trying to slice through all the bullshit.
That's right.
So we're either a bishop and a rook in this game, I think, to try to get to the other side as fast as possible, if I had to guess. And I don't like it. I don't want to be a fucking bishop. I don't want to be the king. I want to chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want the information to come to me. That's what I would like. But that's not how this is going to go. We are potentially going to get used. I mean, old Knight Connor over there is potentially going to get a text message from somebody in Boston that knows somebody in New England Patriots organization. Yeah. They're going to want to get that out. We all have to realize where we are right now, and I understand that. But boy, it is very difficult not to just mimic and say exactly what I'm told by somebody. It's very difficult to not do that right now.
I'm sure this is a great test for you. I guess you should be honored, though, that you are a place where people can put out information that they want out there, whether it's correct or not.
Well, are we fucking up the game? Are we ruining the game? Are we then a part of the whole thing that we bash on a regular basis?
Well, and are they even doing that? Or are they just trying to watch you squirm? I mean, are they just, hey, let's send this to Pat and watch him squirm for the next 3 hours? It'll be awesome.
You think these people are potentially sitting in whatever rooms they're in, whether it is nice rooms, war rooms, whoever, By the way, congrats to Andrew Barry, just had a baby. Cleveland Browns GM at a draft day, baby. I assume that's good news for
luck.
Andrew Berry. Andrew Berry's the man. He's awesome. The Browns have to be incredibly pumped about everything going on. What are they going to do? Who knows? Maybe they slide up into the top 5. I don't think they'll do that. He just had a baby, and I think they signed Baker Mayfield's 5th-year option. But what if people are just watching right now, just like,
oh, look at him. Look at him.
We got him.
He wants to say it so bad.
what if this is like for all the years of shit that I have done? You know, these is people like, oh, fun little game, huh?
Getting back at you.
They do it in the first hour too, AJ. In the first hour. And they're like, let's go ahead and this is like a social experiment for them. I assume, hey, by the way, shout out, okay? If that is what this is, fuck you, first of all. This will come back around. I want to let you know. And also, pretty good idea. I would probably want to see me squirm like this too. I am pretty excited about it as well, AJ.
Pat, you know what? The more I think about it, there's a real possibility that is the case. Somebody is trying to entertain themselves and the group that they may be with currently watching you have a meltdown live on your own show.
What's that all about? I feel like
Messed up.
I feel like I've been a good guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Been a good guy. Woo! Let's get through it. Odds have just changed, by the way. Like, they're saying like 100 point, 100 odds difference since
For what? Tell me, for which one? For what bets?
the number 3 overall pick. We came out because we were told earlier, right before we go live on
I
air.
disagree with that. I'm glad because I hope your top 10 has this in it. For tonight. So yes, continue. I'm sorry.
So I've not shared my top 10 with anybody.
No.
Other than boys here, because
I just shared mine with Gertie. That's it.
Okay, Dirty Gertie making a graphic, by the way. Shout out to Gertie. Can we put up the FanDuel Beach House thing that he made here? And the Draft Spectacular thing maybe that he put up here? Dirty Gertie, incredible attitude.
Yeah.
I get texts from him like, hey, let's go. Let's have a good day today. And then he just goes into his little lab and just starts creating. This dude is a wizard with shit. Look at the draft. Can you put the draft one up there? The Draft Spectacular thing that goes up there. It is the amount of time and tedious bullshit that this takes for drawing. He has to cut out every single one. We got jersey swaps tonight, AJ.
Yeah.
This dude did jerseys. Drawn to the game, Dirty Gertie. I want to let you know, I appreciate the hell out of you. With that being said, you do work for this company, okay? Send me what AJ Hawk's top 10 was immediately.
Right now.
Immediately send that over, Gertie. Okay, so you got Mac at 3, I just heard. Is that what I just heard? You got Mac Jones at 3?
I don't know. Maybe I knew this would happen, so I sent him a decoy top 10.
Nah.
So that's a smoke screen.
Yeah.
Of course, your $20,000, potentially half to charity, half to the viewers, is all just a smoke screen now. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense that that's what you're doing. That makes a lot of sense. What the fuck's going to go on tonight? Nobody knows, AJ. Nobody knows. The more information I'm told, the less I fucking know. What's going on, Diggs?
To your point of you moving the odds, before you went on air and said the news at number 3, Mac Jones was minus 270, I believe, and Trey Lance was plus 280.
No.
And now Trey Lance is plus 105.
Jeez.
Damn near even money. Jesus.
No. Jesus fucking Christ.
First 4 immediately changed too. It was like plus 370 to plus 230.
Oh, buddy. This is what it is. Hey, more money, more problems.
Hey, is this like a GameStop thing where now everyone can come and they can just manipulate you to get what they want when it comes to
All right,
odds?
jeez.
Mac Jones
Hey,
backers.
I'm gonna learn from this. I might be fucking right. I might be right, by the way.
How about that?
How about that? How about when that
Is that
happens?
what you're upset about? Are you upset that you're saying like, no, I want to be the person that breaks all these things?
No, I don't want to be the person that breaks all these things. But when these things just come to me, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do, dude?
Gotta talk about it.
Yeah, you should turn off the back studio there in India. I appreciate you, though. Zeke's got like 10 things. He's like a DJ right now back there. AJ, all right, so I can't read this. I'm too close to it. That says Mac Jones there?
Yeah,
That's
Mac
the number
Jones is
3
minus
pick.
135. You have, it looks like, moved the Trey Lance line quite a bit.
And by the way, that was after Darren Ravel's tweet about the amount of money bet on this 3rd overall pick.
Yeah.
So that's only building.
I know I'm trending in, I believe, 49ers Twitter. I'm going ham over there.
Nice.
They are very pumped to hear what I say. They are very excited it's not Mac Jones for whatever reason. That's what I have learned from the... Allegedly, by the way, not Mac Jones, but...
So you have multiple sources. Your first thing was to talk about the number 3 pick not being Mac Jones, right? And possibly Trey Lance.
Yeah, listen to this, AJ. I get that 10 minutes before we go live, okay? I get that 10 minutes before we go live. And I say, I have to say this.
I have to
say this. And there's like kind of no response actually to
Yeah.
do that. But then as I'm kind of going through that entire process and, the whole thing's happening, then I get this other thing from somebody else. And it's just like, what? Why? Why are we doing this right now? And by the way, what if I'm right?
Yeah,
you're right.
Then what?
I'm not going to get back in these waters. Okay, I'm not going to get back in the sources of sources waters. Okay, I'm not going to do it. But it's nice to kind of jump into water every once in a while and just be like, fuck it. I knew I could do this professionally if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I could do this full time. I knew it. I knew I could be an insider. But then if it doesn't work, it's like, that's why I didn't want to be an insider. Get me out of this water. This is terrible. It's a risk reward thing. You know what I mean? It's a risk reward thing.
I mean, this stuff did fall in your lap, too. It's not like you were out diving through the bushes looking for this kind of stuff. It is presented to you. You're just saying what you've been told.
I just got a text message. Zita, you told me to look at my phone. What has happened?
Updated the top 10 right there for you.
Oh, this is AJ's top 10?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just got your top 10. Shout out Dirty Gertie. Hey, that's smart move.
Boy, Gertie.
That's smart move, Dirty. That's a smart move, Dirty.
That's my top 10. That is my top 10. Absolutely.
You're proud of it.
Yeah, I will. Hey, Gertie, keep your inbox open, bub. Might send you something else later.
Oh, you don't think Gertie has other shit to do? Put that draft spectacular.
You're
back.
the one that screwed him. You are the one that has
No, I
screwed him.
did not. No, I did not. No, I did not.
You put us together in a text this morning and said, hey, privately send your top 10 to Gertie.
Yeah, and you did.
I appreciate you doing it. Now, with that being
You're
said.
a good guy, man. You're a good guy.
Thank you. I set up that situation. That's very nice of me. People don't talk about that enough. But you know how long this probably took for him to fucking make AJ? You think he's got time to make, 6 top 10s for you? What do you got going on, pal?
Come on.
It's amazing. I mean, there's no chance I could ever I don't even know how to begin to start something like that.
I think, to be honest, the only person that might not like Dirty Gertie that's associated with our company, aside from you in this exact moment, we all love him, is Traeger. Traeger's got to be pissed. That is the smallest, go back to that full screen here, Foxy. That is, it looks good at that size. Now zoom out. I mean, I think it's very small. They are not going to be thrilled, but shout out to Traeger.
Shout out to Traeger.
Hey, Traeger made the graphic, Pat, and I'm proud of them.
Traeger made this graphic?
No. They're on the graphic. I'm saying.
Okay.
Foxy did not. He's got
I
a
did
gripe
not make the
with
cut.
Gertie. He is not on the bottom.
It's okay. I'm camera stooge. That's all.
Oh,
Where are you? Whoa.
Sorry, Fox.
shit. Can you zoom out a little bit?
Now, Foxy, would you rather have your picture on, or would you rather, is it better to not be on or to be on like Connor with those glasses and that look?
That's a fair point. That's a very fair
It's the
point.
best look I've had in a decade.
And by the way, Foxy did take modeling photos. What was that, 2 weeks ago?
I did.
He did take modeling photos. He told WWE photographer, please, tell Roman Reigns to wait. I need a couple shots.
I'm the head of the table
That
now.
kind of attitude is probably why I'm not on the graphic.
No. I think Gertie maybe. Hey, Gertie put 700 people on his graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably just forgot, Fox. Give him a little break.
Hates your guts. You
Well,
don't
and by the
want
way,
it to.
for people that are watching, Foxy does deserve to be on the graphic, obviously. For
yes.
obvious reasons. But Foxy's also giving away $500.
Whoa.
Yes, I am.
Can I add something to that for Gertie?
Foxy's 500. What's going on?
Gertie based it off of Bill's graphic. The original.
Bill. By the way, did Gertie just text you that?
No, I know. I just know that.
Oh, so that was Bill actually that you have a beef with. So Gertie actually was like, all right, I got 10 hours invested in this thing. Let me go ahead and just pluck Bill's over here and put it on there. So Foxy, are we still maybe grudge against Bill, or is that just something that it will always exist?
Yeah, Bill might get smacked in the mouth, but it's okay.
Whoa.
That's okay.
I like that.
He needs it.
Shout out to the voicemail we got the other day about Bill leading Ben Roethlisberger to the promised land in the Oculus to beat the shit out of his dick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which he probably should.
What's that, AJ?
What? Can you detail that message to me? What happened?
Yeah, we got a voicemail. So whenever we probably could, we could probably. We got a voicemail line now at 1-833-4-McAfee, and everybody told us that we've worked at it's so expensive to get your own phone line, especially if you want to have people on hold and everything. And we just kind of were like, yeah, there's no reason for those people to lie to us. It's not at all.
They were lying.
It is not. Zito was like, we can get 6 lines and I think we can take a never-ending supply of voicemails. We have 1,000 voicemails currently sitting in this thing. 1,000 of them. We picked out, Zito I think has picked out like 10 to listen to. One of them was from an anonymous Yinzer, and I think it's going to become something if we can figure it out. Ladies and gentlemen, the voicemail of the day from an anonymous Yinzer in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, guys, 2 things. One, we need to send Big Ben an offer so he could bop his baloney and become the MVP. We need Billy Tooze to teach him how to use it, what websites are the best capable. Number 2, listen, as a Steelers fan, we need to take Brett Michaels out behind the shed and do what we got to do because we don't need him beating his chest and all that bullshit. I appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Here we go.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
That guy's very, very good.
Yeah, I assume he has a podcast or a show. You know, like, and I asked the boys last night. We had a pretty in-depth conversation about him whenever we arrived here because we still don't have television. So, you know, you have to kind of take a trip back in the day. They thought that was his first go at that thing.
I did, yeah.
I feel like with voicemails, can't you listen to them and then delete them and then re-record them?
Oh yeah, at the end of it.
But you think that guy? Hey guys, 2 things. You think that was just right off the thing, and then he hung up and was like, fucking nailed it. You think he had that moment, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I just know, like, for me, like, if I was going to do something like that, chances are just your first go at it is probably going to be the funniest. He tries to do it a couple more times, add stuff, it gets worse. I think it might have just been off the cuff.
It was a great thing. And you can call us 1-833-4-McAfee. You can leave a voicemail. There's a lot of them. What we're saying is we might listen to it, we might not. But if we do listen to it and we like it, good chance it's going to make it on air because we got 3 hours of time to fucking fill it.
Make sure it's good, though.
What's that?
Make sure it's good.
Well, Zito is the one listening to all these. So I believe there was probably a good 15 to 20 voicemail run where Zito was trying to punch himself in the face for listening.
Like, we get it. We love you too, guys.
Yeah, hey, by the way, that's really cool of you guys.
Yeah. A lot of love yous. It's very nice.
Yeah, we love you guys too. 1-833-4-McAfee. Here's Carter in Vermont. What's going on, Vermont?
Yo, what's up, Pat?
There we go.
I want to talk about Patriots possibly trading up and maybe getting the Atlanta Falcons 4th pick and also getting Julio Jones in that trade and possibly getting Justin Fields.
Okay, so Carter from Vermont's like, hey, listen, don't want to pay Stephon Gilmore. We'll ship him out of town for sure, but bring in Julio.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get Julio. We want Julio and the number 4 overall pick. So what does Atlanta get back for that? What does Atlanta get back for that? Is that everybody you guys signed in the first day of free agency? Is that what you send back for that whole thing?
Absolutely not. But there was a report that came out earlier that picks for next year's draft are apparently like gold right now. So if we gave them, the first round 1, 2, and 3 of next year's draft for that 4th pick, why not?
To get Julio as well, and the chance to miss out on Kyle Pitts, who is a for sure All-Pro in everybody's eyes. I don't know. I think the Patriots make a move, AJ. I just don't know if they're going to get Julio alongside it. If they do, are you kidding me with what Bill Belichick's been able to pull off?
Well, yeah, they may make a move. I mean, a move and Julio, that seems like a bit much for tonight. But if they move, how far up do you think they come up?
Well, allegedly they have set the framework to do a deal, a business negotiation with either Atlanta all the way through to the 14th pick. Bill has been planting seeds. We got Stephon Gilmore.
What do you think?
We got Stephon Gilmore. Kyle Van Noy, too. You want him? What if they did that? Hunter Henry, you want to fuck him?
Nikhil Harris?
What if he did what if that's how it goes? Because allegedly he's ready to go anywhere from 4 to 14. I assume that's because maybe he thought 3 was locked in.
Yeah.
And let's assume that if I got the information, somebody else did too, right?
Yeah.
This isn't just me.
No.
What if it is, though? What if I am the only one that's being fucking thrown into the fire here?
The thing with Gilmore is, though, he has to go to a team that can afford him going forward because he wants an extension. So, like, the Falcons wouldn't be able to pay him next year. So would a team really take on, a 30-year-old cornerback for 1 season?
I would. The fucking guy's a defensive MVP. Yeah. I would. Personally.
Even if they don't want to, even if they know they're not going to pay him an extension, they know Gilmore can't sit there and say, "No, I'm not going." Can he? He doesn't have a no trade clause.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Patriots are trading with Dallas Cowboys at 10. Stephon Gilmore's going to Dallas Cowboys. Does that not feel like a Jerry Jones move?
Is that high enough, though? Is that enough for the Patriots? Like, for Jerry, absolutely, especially because they need help in the secondary. But at 10, do you get your guy?
What do you say? He 4-14, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just for how it all plays out. But isn't that a move you'd see Jerry do? And then if you have the 10th pick, then what can you do with the 10th pick, right? Then maybe you can even...
then double down.
Package again.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't that feel like a Jerry Jones move, though?
Oh, yeah.
I wish got a defensive... Listen, if he's a defensive MVP again, I'll pay him. I pay fucking everybody around here. What if that is... I mean, that would... And they're looking defense, allegedly, with J.C. Horn. Would be much cheaper, obviously, to get a rookie who's potentially going to be a stud, or Surtain, I guess. But all social media videos that have stopped after just releasing 2 of them lead us to believe that's probably going to be J.C. Horn. They had Kyle Pitts, who's supposed to be the Super All-Pro this year, basically put over... J.C. Horn in a video that they put out on Twitter without, I don't think they told Kyle Pitts they were releasing that video. So feels like they're going J.C. Horn at 10. Is that what you picked as well, AJ?
I don't know what I have that. You have it right in your phone, so you know my top 10. But I know I do not have him at 10. Look at 9, 10 on my thing if you really have it. I think it might surprise you a little bit.
AJ Hawk. He's got J.C. Horn, yeah. He got
10.
J.C. Horn at 10. Hey, by the way,
you don't have my picks. Appreciate you, Dirty Gertie.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
you don't even know. Listen, I'm not changing mine either.
The amount of you've had so much misinformation thrown at you today that you're spinning right now. You don't even know where you are.
Oh, Dirty needs not be a part of that that crowd of throwing misinformation. You know, what I mean? That is not a good crowd. But I'm not changing mine. Hey, we're both locked in.
Good.
Is this what you're locked into or no?
Yeah. Do I have Horn going at 10?
Yeah.
You don't even know who you got, dude.
You idiot.
This is embarrassment. Who did your draft for you?
Myself. Do you really have it?
Yeah, I got the graphic.
Read it. I don't care. Put it out there then. Read it. I don't care. I'm not scared of it.
Graphic up.
Here we
Put the
go.
graphic up. Put the graphic up. All right, AJ. Listen, Zito's got to upload it for us to put us on this thing. I'm staying too close to it. I'm not going to be able to read it anyways, but we're going to put it up right here because it looks cool on the camera. Okay, AJ? So have a little bit of respect for the FanDuel Beach House down here in beautiful Tampa Bay, Florida. And if it rains down here, we are completely fucked with the way our house is set up.
Things done.
Yep. Yeah, we are in trouble.
Like it's underwater, or you're gonna have no power, or what?
All of the above, potentially.
Kind of just go into your bedroom and.
Here's the 20K top 10 Pat Hawk mock. Officially, $10,000 will go to charity of choice of the winner. $10,000 will go to the viewers in the comments section at youtube.com/The Pat McAfee Show tonight, 7:30 Eastern Time. Draft Spectacular.
Where did you get that picture of me, first off? Where does that come from?
Hey, it wasn't me. You're awesome, though, dude. You look unbelievable. You look
All right, never mind.
unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
Awesome.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay. We both got Trevor Lawrence here at 1. Wow. Okay.
Sounds good.
That's pretty easy. I think we're going to be tie ball game right there.
Yep.
Then at 2, we both got old Zach Wilson. Ty's bailing on this one. Hates to hear about it. Then at number 3, I got Trey Lance. Okay. This is where we defer a little bit. You got Mac Jones. And at this number 4 pick here, we're both at Kyle Pitts, but I want to let you know, when I put this in, it was immediately after I had gotten the information I was told, then immediately before me thinking, oh shit, the Patriots are probably who's going to want Mac Jones? And I didn't even, so I put Pitts at 4. I'm not 100% sure on this one though. AJ, you like Pitts at 4 for sure?
Yes, I do. I think Atlanta, if they don't move out of that spot, I do, yes.
Okay, so then we both got Panay to the Bengals. I think that's because we both pray that Joe Burrow survives, right?
Correct.
Okay, that's good. Jamar Chase at number 6 here. I think we both like this because I thought these two were probably interchangeable, 5 and 6. You thought the same thing?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, number 7 to the Lions. I got them taking Devontae Smith. Ooh. I think they need a weapon up there. They lost some wide receivers. They got Goff, who's a thrower. MCDC understands that. You think they're going defense. Patrick Surtain, also first defense corner off the board. You like this right here, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but I'm not 100% confident in it with Horn. But these also, I have trades in mind. I know it doesn't matter in our draft, but these aren't the teams that you think are taking these guys.
Well, by the way, that does not matter.
Nope.
Who do you think's going to get Patrick Surtain, though?
I'm not telling you that, but don't worry.
Doesn't matter.
My quarterbacks, 8, 9, 10 definitely do.
Okay, so you got 8 Justin Fields. I got Mac Jones at 8.
That's both New England.
So that's both in New England?
Yeah, I got New England there.
Yeah, we both do. Yeah, we both have that. And then Rashawn Slater, offensive lineman there, I got him going to Denver because they just got a quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater, I don't think they're going to take another quarterback. And then you have, obviously, Trey Lance going to Denver there to make that thing Trey Lance, Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater, or you have them trading out of there?
I got him. No, I have him staying there and taking Trey Lance.
Okay, and then 10, J.C. Horn you have J.C. Horn as well.
He definitely doesn't have the Lions at 7. They took a corner with their first pick last year.
Yeah, who do you have at 7? Who do you think's trading up with the Lions?
Don't worry about it.
You'll debut it tonight. This is a surprise for tonight?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. What
is that?
What's that?
I'm not letting you dictate every single factor of this whole mock draft.
Well, I just want to let you know.
You gave me 9 minutes to put it together, too. I was waiting. The last 2 days, I started thinking, wait, we have this 20K thing. I wonder when they're going to send me that link so I can get in on it. And then I got a text this morning.
Well, you haven't gotten a link yet either because I don't know how to work the link.
No.
So we were going to have FanDuel just score it for us, and they were going to have a private link there. I don't know how to work it. It's a lot. It's a full thing. So we're just going to do the 10, okay? And we'll use their scoring system for it. I think we'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah, you had way more than 9 minutes too, pal. I mean, hell, we've been talking about the draft for goddamn 3 months, okay?
Yeah, there's been nothing else to talk about. So you've had a long time, pal. 9 minutes. That means I only had 9 minutes too.
Yeah, I'd like to see whose mock you copied. Probably.
Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Put my mock back. Put my mock back up there, please. Okay, I'm sorry, boys. I appreciate what you're doing. Please put it back up there. Who do you think's mock am I taking with Trey fucking Lance at 3? Okay, This is my sources. This is my draft. $20,000 on the ground. This is what. Listen, a lot of people. There's some people, I guess, that had Mac Jones at 3 locked in. They bet a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
They're attacking me now because they're saying I'm wrong and I'm costing blah, blah, and I'm changing the lines and blah, blah. They should be happy, by the way, because it probably will help them even more if they bet on it now. The odds are getting worse or better for Mac Jones as the day goes on here. But who do you take? You're taking somebody else's. What is this, Orlovsky's mock?
Yeah.
Is this Schrager's mock? Whose mock is this, AJ? Who'd you steal from?
Don't worry about it. I study everybody, Pat. I study everybody and make my selections. But didn't Orlovsky, he said, didn't he mention something about Trey Lance and the number of balls he's thrown in college?
318, I believe.
Is that scary or does that excite you for wow, what this kid could be?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not Shanahan at all. I don't know. I didn't know this guy existed. I love him. I'm a big fan of him after getting a chance to learn about him and watch highlights and interviews of him. I'm a massive fan. I know nothing about this dude. And when Carson came out, I had no fucking idea about Carson. Nope. I had no clue about Carson either. I felt bad about it at the time. Obviously saw what happened in Philly. Said some things that have been taken out of context a few times. Now, obviously, big fan of Carson. Love North Dakota, okay? Even though South Dakota State does have the Dakota marker back, okay? Go big, go blue, go Jacks. But I love Trey Lance. I have no idea what the potential is, the expectation, the growth. I have no clue. I have no idea what it is.
It's the same with Josh Allen, too, I feel like. Wyoming, I feel like nobody was like, hey, this guy's by far going to be, the best player or best QB in this draft. And then he turned into something.
It's true. I mean, that's actually a good point because a lot of...
Is he on right now?
Who?
We got to hang up on AJ. We have really good Daniel Jeremiah is joining us. He'll know a lot more than us here on the other side. We're supposed to be with him 6 minutes ago. I've been lost in my own thoughts over here, thinking that I'm potentially ruining the game. Okay, it's been a little tough over here. I hope everybody understands that. I don't want to be any part of negativity with the NFL, especially on Draft Spectacular.
No, especially then.
But I feel like I know some shit. Okay, let's get to a break. Daniel Jeremiah, hit the sticks?
Yep, move the sticks.
Move the sticks. Don't hit the sticks.
Don't hit the sticks.
That's why they told him to drop them if the play gets close.
That's right.
Don't hit the sticks. What you want to do is move those chains. Move those chains.
That's right.
Move the sticks. Daniel Jeremiah joins us ahead of his NFL Network masterpiece that he'll do tonight alongside Rich Eisen and everybody else they got there. We'll be back in 4 minutes. It's the Pat McAfee Show.
Hello and welcome to Office Championship Wrestling live in Indianapolis, Indiana. Tonight we have a straight to hell match in which the devil will battle against our office wrestler, Dylan Boston. You might be wondering how we got here. Let's find out right now.
And now we have to make a deal with the devil.
Yeah, no big deal. Classic trial by combat situation. We got our champion, Dylan Bostic. All he's got to do, win the match, 1, 2, 3, and we're home safe.
The only man that would take the job to protect us from the devil himself, Dylan Bostic.
Like you mentioned, Pat, there's probably about 5 or 6 other guys we'd rather have in this position, but we'll take Bostic, I guess.
Not only are all of our souls on the line, the Office Championship Wrestling Championship presented by Natural Light is also on the line.
Jesus, the devil's trying to put Bostic straight to hell!
I do not want to go to
Good God,
hell!
no!
Don't do
Good
it!
God, no! Come on, Bostic, Pat!
Oh, no! Oh, my...
I'll see you in hell, Pat. The goddamn Easter Bunny's out here! What the hell's he doing here?
The Easter Bunny is obviously here to help Dylan Bostic. Wait a minute. No!
No, no!
The Easter Bunny's been on the devil's side this whole time. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Jesus
What the hell's
Christ!
Jesus Christ doing here?
The power of Christ is compelling Dylan Bostic.
Look at this, Pat! Jesus Christ is bringing Bostic back to life! Jesus is going insane! And now Bostic's kicking wholesale ass in the ring!
Jesus Christ has come to help Dylan Bostic defeat the devil and defeat the Easter Bunny. What's gonna happen here?
Good God Almighty, it looks like he's going up in the scissor lift!
Jesus is lifting the scissor lift. Jesus is now telling Bostic to come down.
Don't do it, Bostic! Don't do it! Oh my God! Bostic's dead! He's dead! You can't tell from home, but that scissor lift is about 8 stories up, Pat!
80 feet in the air. Oh wait, he's tuning up the bed. The devil.
Super kick! Into the casket! The devil goes down! The devil goes down!
Jesus shuts the casket.
And
Back to
that's
hell. The devil goes straight back to hell where he belongs.
With the assist from Jesus Christ of Nazareth!
Dylan Bostic saves the PMI office's souls and wins the OCW championship right here on our first OCW Straight to Hell.
Giving the old white guys something to complain about. It's the Pat McAfee Show.
I mean, if that has ever rung more true than today. Welcome back to the show. AJ, I will have you know that Gertie did sub out that photo on that graphic that you do not love.
Yep.
You're crying about it.
Dirty Gertie.
I didn't say it was a bad photo. I said I haven't seen that in a long time.
Oh, so you didn't mind that photo?
I don't care. You can put whatever photo you want.
No,
What's up
Dirty
there?
Gertie wants to. He wants to.
Doesn't want to hurt your
win you
feelings.
back over. You know what I mean? He wants to win you back over.
He never lost me. Gertie's always been good with me. It was you that tried to screw me, not him.
Oh, okay. All right. Welcome back to the show. What he was talking about there is me and AJ's $20,000 top 10 Pat Hawk mock, where we are trying to accurately predict the top 10 players selected. Okay, we're not doing the trades and the teams, just the players in order of selection. Hopefully, to help us out with that is a man who has always been incredibly informative with us. I think we find him very, very entertaining as well. And tonight, he'll be on NFL Network for the draft coverage alongside Charles Davis, Rich Eisen, Mooch.
Michael Irvin, maybe.
Mike, I hope.
Brian Billick.
Baldy.
Ladies and gentlemen, move the sticks. Daniel Jeremiah.
Hey!
How are you, man?
I'm doing great, bud. It's CD. We've got Charles Davis. We've got David Shaw from Stanford and Rich Eisens. And then we've got Kurt and Joel Klatt over there to the side, and then Ian Rappaport with all the other stuff going on. So we have a full house, buddy. How we doing, by the way?
Hey, we'll be watching you tonight. Not for picks like 3 to 10. We're not going to watch. We're going to let it happen kind of to us organically, and then after 10, we're going to expect you guys to dance clown on us to keep it interesting. But Daniel Jeremiah, it is heating up here today. Now, I don't know what's all smokescreen, what's all real, what isn't. I assume you're getting a lot of updates on things as well, what could potentially come tonight. It sounds like this top 10 could get insane tonight. Am I right in thinking that?
Yeah, I think so. I think, look, San Francisco, all the breadcrumbs, all the information guys have been pointing towards Mac Jones. So I just go with what I hear on a mock draft. So everything is kind of steering me in that direction. That's Kyle's guy. And then really kind of over the last 24 hours, I've got some, buddies in the league that are like, wait a second, I really think this is going to be Trey Lance.
Oh!
And that's fascinating to me because right when it happened, right when that trade happened, I was on the air we were doing Zach Wilson's pro day. And my immediate reaction was, okay, they're just traded back. The Niners are coming up for Trey Lance. He had just had his pro day. Like, it kind of made sense. Like, that was the last thing they needed to see to check that box. He gives them something they don't have. It's a new direction that they can kind of take this offense. It's going to be Trey Lance. And then immediately all the information guys were telling me, no, this is Mac Jones. This is Mac Jones. So I backed off of that. And who knows? I really don't know, Pat. I think it's up in the air, man.
Hey, how many people do you think truly know right now who the Niners are going to take tonight?
I would say, I'd say a handful of people in their organization and maybe, nobody totally keeps the secret, right? Except for Bill Belichick. So I would say that maybe let's go 2.5 people on the outside that have that information.
Does Mike know?
Hold on.
Does Mike Shanahan know?
Oh,
how much does Kyle lean on Mike?
AJ, great question. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
And does Mike Shanahan know? I would like you to answer that. But you and me are the 2.5. Are we the 2.5 people on the outside that know? I came out this morning and said, hey, from what I've been told, and by the way, very popular in Niners Twitter that it's not Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Very popular in Niners Twitter, it's not Mac Jones or whatever. For whatever reason, Mac Jones might go on to be incredible, by the way. Who knows who would want to come get him.
Mm-hmm.
But was Mike Shanahan a part of this whole thing? I apologize, AJ. I just wanted to make sure that Daniel Jeremiah knew that he was speaking to a, like-minded person. Like you and me, we have the same sources, I think, at this point.
Well, I was going to say if it's 2.5, then me and you are probably 0.25%. So we combine to make up the half.
Smart.
On that whole front.
Smart. I like that.
But look, I think Mike Shanahan absolutely knows. I think he was a key part of it, of the decision. I think Kyle obviously trusts his dad, and his dad's been around some great quarterbacks. So I'm sure that he was involved in that, and I'm sure he's aware of what they're planning to do at number 3.
Okay, there's allegedly some other things cooking in the NFL, potentially. All right? There's always this kind of chatter that happens. Are you guys trying to prepare for that as well, or are you just trying to prospect? Are you thinking about potential moves that could be made by NFL teams that don't necessarily involve the prospects? Are you guys preparing for that? Are you on a group text chain, and what are you being told?
Well, I haven't heard anything on that front, just kind of, you never know. The Deshaun Watson thing's still out there. I think we've all assumed that nothing's going to happen, and I have no information that anything will happen. But you're always just kind of alerted, right? That be ready in case something were to happen with him. So that's one that you kind of put on your radar. Outside of that, the Bridgewater thing had been talked about for a long time. So that happening, I don't think that was a surprise to anybody. But no, everything else is just you're in reaction mode. So you study the players. That's what I try to do. Study the players. I know the players, know the teams and what they're going to do, and then try and once it all goes down, explain why they did what they did. It's just going to be nice to be out of the guessing what they're going to do and more reacting and analyzing what they actually did.
Jed York. The hell is Jed York tweeted out, hashtag draft day, thought I would share my thoughts and experiences today. Can't wait to make new friends through social media. I'll follow you. All right, let's be friends.
Jed.
All right, shout out Jed York, by the way. I think we're going to become friends today. Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, Danny, it was reported that the Saints were going to try and trade up to 10, but not for a quarterback. Who are they looking at then?
Top 10.
Corner. They don't have a corner opposite of Marshawn Lattimore. So that's why I've been giving them Tyson Campbell, even though I have Tyson Campbell kind of more of a second-round player. this is a coach-driven team. It's just going to be a little bit more need-driven than maybe a personnel-driven team, and I don't think they feel comfortable about who their other corner is opposite of Lattimore. And if you can get up in the top 10, the three cleanest players in the draft, like take Lawrence and Pitts and put them away somewhere because those guys are unicorns all by themselves. Outside of that, you've got Horn and Surtain, and then I would say Elijah Vera Tucker from USC, the offensive lineman. Like those guys are clean medically. They've been consistent players. They check every box in terms of the height, weight, speed, character, all that stuff. So if the Saints are moving up there in the top 10, I would imagine it's for J.C. Horn or Patrick Surtain.
Ty, go ahead.
DJ, knowing that like basically everything is bullshit, or all this stuff, like it means whatever. How much variance do you have in your mock drafts? Like when you put out your one that's your second to last, and then your last mock draft right up before the draft. Like have you seen major changes, or have you heard that there's going to be major changes from like the last 2 weeks to when you put your final one out?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, peek behind the curtain, everything but the final one, I'm just throwing stuff up against the wall, see what sticks, and see the different scenarios you can play around with. If this guy goes here, then what would be the effects of that? The one that you try and dig in on is the last one, to making a lot of calls and trying to get as much information as you can. So that's the one that you kind of put some effort into, but it's all futile. Once somebody goes off the rails, the dominoes just completely destroy that whole thing. So I don't anticipate this is going to be a very accurate mock draft season for anybody.
Daniel, okay, as I just check my phone, all right, the Twitter, me saying that my sources have told me Mac Jones not going to the Niners at 3, it is really going over there in San Francisco. I mean, it is. Okay. Every time I look down, I think to myself, fuck. That's literally, every time I see it go, I'm just like, oh, no, boy. I mean, there's now memes and GIFs coming out about it. I mean, it's like San Francisco is so incredibly thrilled that it's not Mac Jones. Have you heard other teams that love Mac Jones? Have you heard of or know of any other places that if Mac Jones doesn't go at 3, is he potentially are we going to have another one of those moments thoughtful, or is there somebody that's going to try to go get?
I haven't been able to pin down a team. I've heard Denver likes him. New England, nobody gets any information out of New England, so I don't believe anything that comes out, saying what New England's going to do. It feels to me like if it does go Trey Lance 3, it reminds me, not as players, but as the situation when Aaron Rodgers was in the mix to be the first pick. And it was like up until the end, we didn't know, is it Alex Smith, is it Aaron Rodgers? And then there was the thought, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't go, he could go on a little bit of a slide. To me, Mac feels a little bit like that. I think if he doesn't go 3, there's a potential, maybe he could go all the way down into the neighborhood where you're getting into, if the Saints were to stay where they are, you've got the Steelers potentially, some of those other teams. So, yeah, of all the quarterbacks, to me, he's got the widest range of where he could potentially go tonight.
Hey, Dan, how is this draft, like this pre-draft process, and especially now the day of, how does it feel compared to other years as far as misinformation out there, like just craziness, and actually like legit info that you can gather?
Yeah, it's hard, AJ. One of the things is this year's so weird because the medical, like normally the combine takes place. You have all that information. It was nobody. We're good. If it was good, I would have told you it was good. By the way, I'll give it up if I get a good call.
Hey, we would do the same. By the way, we would do the same for you. We'd do the same for you. So we appreciate that. That's very nice of you.
I talked to a team this morning with the medical that said they got results today on a player that they like. That they have to take off their board. Like this information, they're just compiling this over like the last few days. This stuff would always be done in February and March. And then if he didn't feel comfortable, you could bring the guy in for a visit, one of those 30 visits into your facility, give him another physical and see if he could check it out. So that's having a major impact on a lot of these kids. So it's a weird year. The word that keeps coming up over and over again when I'm talking to buddies is we just want safe picks, like doubles, not taking too many chances. So we'll see if they stick to that.
Seems like there's been a lot of rumors that people, late teens into the back half, I guess, that's exactly what the back half of the league is, by the way, is the late teens. That is good math. Big math show, Daniel Jeremiah. We move the sticks, okay, 10 yards at a time.
Hell yeah.
But it feels like there's been a lot of conversation, maybe, but it's all bullshit, that there might be people trading out of one tonight too, right? There is a chance that that's going to happen. It feels now. I was reading headlines that Ballard was potentially thinking of that here in Indianapolis. I think I've seen a couple other places that are in, the back half of the draft thinking the same thing. Is that something that's going to happen? And who do you think is going to get really active? Who's going to want to collect ones this year? You think?
Everybody wants to get out. My problem is you got to find a trade partner who wants to come up because if you want an edge rusher, there's a pack of them, like 7 or 8 of them. They're similar type players. They're probably going to go, 20 to 40. And so you're saying, why get on the front of the train in the 20s when I can get on the back of the train and still end up in the same location? So that's why I think teams are trying to do. But I've yet to hear many teams that are anxious to come up for anybody. I don't know necessarily who that would be. It may be one of those tackles. Darisaw from Virginia Tech. Some people really like him. You've got Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State. Maybe those could be some targets for teams at the top of the second round that could come up for one of those guys. But yeah, there's a lot more teams that want to go in reverse than want to go forward in this draft than people I've talked to.
But it feels like there's a couple that want to go up, and that's going to be a spectacle there in the top 10. But I mean,
that could have been a good one right there. I'll call that person back.
Who was it?
No, it was a good one. It was somebody that's involved with one of those top quarterbacks.
Jeez. So do you want to get off? Do you want to get off and come back in like 15 minutes?
I'm not an information guy. I don't care. I'll find out.
Excuse me. Today I've been in the waters, though, Daniel. Yeah. I've been in the information.
Women.
Hey, true story, Pat. Because you're talking about the kind of the backlash. When I first got out of scouting and Twitter had just launched, right? So I didn't know like the scope of it, and so I'm like trying to gain some followers. I get a couple hundred followers. And so I got a buddy that was with the Raiders, and it was when they had, I think, Tom Cable. There was a fight between coaches. You remember that? There was a story about that. So a buddy was on that staff and told me the whole story. So I tweeted out, not as a dumb young kid thinking like this is just for my little 300 people.
Listen to this.
Next thing you know, I'm getting text messages. I don't even know how they found my phone number. Can you come on Sports Center? Can you come on this? I'm like, whoa! I backed way off, and that was my moment where I want no parts of this information business. You can have it.
So funny you say that. The first time I took a trip into the information business, the breaking news business, the insider business is for the Raiders as well. Marshawn Lynch was in the building. Okay, so Marshawn Lynch was in the building working out. Somebody in the building sends me a text. Yo, just saw Beast Mode. And I was like, come again? Beast Mode. Marshawn Lynch is there? Oh, he's going to be a Raider. This is when he was still under contract with the Seahawks. I put it out there. Next 20 minutes, it just goes on the ticker at the bottom. It's like, here it is. And then I got Seahawks fans attacking me. The insider game is a vicious one.
It's rough business, man.
It is vicious. Now, I've been in there a couple times. I've been right, too, when I've got in there. I think I've gotten right when I've gotten in there. If Trey Lance goes 3 tonight, I want to let you know I will be doing like an insider, like one of those things. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, Danny. We haven't heard much from about the Julio trade since it first came out. Do you expect that to happen this weekend, or is that something that will be closer towards that June 1st date?
I don't think it can be exercised until June 1st, the way I understand it. So I think it's something that could potentially happen. I don't think it's something that would happen necessarily this week. So I think that's more down the line. That's going to be tricky, man, because you've got somebody who is a big number, makes a lot of money. He's older. He's broken down a little bit. But then you hear that there is a market. So I think something's going to happen there, but I would imagine that's going to be closer as we get to June.
Hey, good luck making this thing entertaining tonight. You know what I mean? For that, there's going to be a long haul there where you'll know who the people are, but we all won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's for me after this conversation, boys, I just feel like the top 10, I might just sit back, put my feet up, and then once we get to 11, it is go time, baby. Now we're on.
That's what I'm talking about. We appreciate your service, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, move the sticks. Daniel Jeremiah.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Oh, he was getting up, by the way, too. Call whoever he was.
Yeah. That was a big one.
How do you feel about me now, AJ? How do you feel about me now? Woo!
What changed? What happened on that interview that bolstered how you feel about yourself? What happened?
Talking about?
He said what I said and was like, I've been hearing the same thing.
Yeah, Trey.
Yeah, but he also said, I have no idea. Nobody knows.
Yeah, but then he said for a long time, and then I started hearing the same thing as you, pal. 2.5 people outside the building, dude. You saw 2 of them on that screen. You were the third stooge.
Odd man out.
I don't know who the half person was. You're gonna have to figure that one out.
Hey man, if Trey Lance goes 3, I will be happy for you. I will.
I'll be so pumped.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a moment. How am I going to, the dopamine dump.
Oh my God.
How am I going to last another 29 picks?
You might have to end the show after that, to be honest.
Fucking victory lap, dude.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Round the house, round Tampa. Get the backpack connect thing. Let's go on the streets here.
Mobile live stream.
All right, let's get to one phone call here. AJ, draft spectacular day is going to be more than I even thought it was going to be when I couldn't sleep last night thinking about draft spectacular.
Yeah, it's the best.
There's so much coming out right now. There's lies, there's bullshits, there's moves, there's this, there's that, there's breaking news, there's no breaking news, there's, oh, wait, by the way, there might be a fucking tsunami of something coming on the other side. I mean, it's like the NFL just kind of wakes up for a little bit, comes out of hibernation and says, okay, let's all do shit today.
This is our day.
And then we're going back to going back to
sleep.
Going back to the virtual meetings here. Going back to the virtual meetings. This is big. Let's go to Ryan in California. What's going on, Ryan?
Hey, Pat, AJ, and the boys. How's it going?
Not too shabby. What do you want to talk about? He must be northern. Sounds
I wanted to talk. I know earlier, a few months ago, you guys were talking about the Miami Dolphins and how much draft capital they have in this draft with 4 picks in the top 50. But nobody's talking about the Jags in this, other than Trevor Lawrence, having already studied the playbook back and forth before even being drafted. They have 4 draft picks in the first 45 picks. They have the 1st, the 25th, the 33rd, and the 45th picks. So I was wondering what you guys think, going forward for them in the AFC South, how this can impact.
Ryan, great question. Great point there. Actually, we completely stopped talking about Miami.
Yeah.
When they moved out.
Yeah.
When they moved out of 3, we stopped talking about Miami, but they still have a lot of draft capital. Now, if you read the headlines on the internet and what Daniel Jeremiah is saying, the draft capital that they have, a lot of people are saying, it doesn't fucking matter, actually, because that part is not that big of a deal. So maybe Jacksonville gets a little antsy, makes some moves. Maybe Miami does as well. There's a chance that a lot of things that we haven't talked about for probably weeks or months could come back tonight, and we're like, oh, yeah, that was something that we were talking about like 2 months ago, and here it is. Or, everybody could just be standard, status quo, which I do fear could potentially happen as well, AJ.
Hey, do you think anyone's going to trade up into, say, like the top 15 for somebody other than a quarterback?
I guess Kyle Pitts is a guy that people want to move for.
The Saints there for the corner.
True.
Yeah, if the Saints are going for corner. But, man, Justin Fields now. All eyes are on, Justin Fields because we just assume somebody's going to think that they, had no idea they could get Mac Jones, and then now they could potentially get Mac Jones, and maybe they do like him. And then Justin Fields, somebody's like, wait a minute, this dude dropped to 10. We can get to 11 to get this guy.
Yeah,
Everybody wants out. Everybody wants out. The IQ.
Didn't Sims have him at 31 or something?
32, yeah. Which, by the way, I hope does not happen. I do not want anybody to have that happen.
It'd be a rough slide.
It would be. Mac Jones is going to the draft tonight in Cleveland, which is beautiful. We looked at a live shot of it this morning.
Gorgeous.
All you saw was one gray cloud.
Oh, yeah.
Right in front of the camera. But it ain't about the clouds. It ain't about the sky. It ain't about Mother Nature. It's about the football gods tonight, baby, in Cleveland. 50,000 people live watching our commissioner, Roger Goodell, change the future of franchises pick by pick. Hour 2 is wrapping up on this draft spectacular day, Thursday, April 29th. We'll see you in 6 minutes. Let me tell you a little story about these statistics. Troy Polamalu, okay? Fucking Troy Polamalu. So we had a fake for the Pittsburgh Steelers that was a 100%er. We didn't even have a cancel the goddamn play because it was a 100%er. If we ever end up in this situation, inside the 7-yard line on the left hash, it is a 100%er that the C gap will be wide open and we will just part the C to the left. It'll be a touchdown. 100%er. We're playing in Pittsburgh, the city I grew up in. I grew up in Pittsburgh. I won the punt, pass, and kick national championship, AJ. National championship, AJ.
Congrats.
AJ, did you ever win the national championship, punt, pass, and kick?
I think I got 3rd or 4th out of 4 at the Nationals.
I'm proud of you, man. Anyways, so we're there in that stadium, okay? A lot of McAfee's in there. A lot of McAfee's in Pittsburgh. I'm going to score my first fucking touchdown, night game, Sunday Night Football, I believe it was, right here, touchdown. We get into that situation. And I'm like, holy fuck, this is really going to happen. We're like on the 6 on the left hash. It's 4th and goal now. Field goal team's jogging on. I'm like, well, fuck, it's about to, I'm ready. I am ready for this to happen. So I get out there. I get down. Vinny's like happy for me. Vinny's like very excited. He's like, let's fucking go. Like Vinny's excited for me at this moment. I'm like, here we go. So I make the call. I forget what it was. So I start saying it, right? And everybody's looking at me like, okay, bright eyes. Here we go. Let's get after it. Offensive linemen are dead ass tired. They do not want to be in the middle of a field goal anyways. So they're just like, all right, I don't give a fuck if you die here, but this should work. Let's get some points. And all of a sudden, I go through my cadence, I call it, I get down, and Troy Polamalu's fucking ass goes ahead for however long his career was at this point. I think it was like 9 years or 8 years at this point. Not a once has he ever gone to this side of the field over here to the left and covered, stood right in the C gap. Never. He lined up exactly where he had lined in film 100% of the time. And then as soon as I got to like the second cadence right before set, he just bounced his little ass right over to the C gap. And I like stopped everything I was doing and I literally just looked at him. And I gave him like what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, why are you there right now? And then I stood up and said, we are kicking it. We have to kick it. We are kicking this. And then I get down, and Vinatieri kicks it, and I jog off the field, and Chuck Pagano comes running up next to me. He's like, hey, good job. What you see? I said, what did I see? Polamalu just fucking went right into the goddamn C-gap. What did I see? What did I see? And he goes, okay, sounds good. Good call then. And good call then. And then Vinatieri's like, hey, way to go, buddy. I'm like, way to go? Are we not going to talk about how big of a fucking asshole Troy Polamalu is for what just happened right there? So that's.
I saw the angel of death waiting for me in the C gap.
It's unbelievable. What, you thought I was going to run him over? No way. He's probably going to strip me and score a touchdown the other fucking. That's Polamalu, bro. That ain't just your backyard football with your son. These are professional fucking athletes. He'd probably jump over the lineman, pick me up, and run me into the other fucking end zone if he wanted to. That's what he would have done.
The hard-hitting safety of his generation, too. I mean, Ed Reed, great cover safety. I don't know that you would have feared him, but
Ed Reed, I would have feared Ed Reed. Yeah, if I saw Ed Reed in that C-gap, absolutely. E.D. Reed, boy, the best safety you ever seen, boy. I ain't doing shit to Ed Reed.
No, Ed Reed would have made the tackle. I'm saying that Polamalu would have shaved years off your life.
Oh, my God. What's the most beer you did in one night you think of one of those shows?
Well, I never forget when we went to Japan one time. Dudley, Stacy Keebler. I mean, there were so many people out there. I think we went through 103 or 108. Now, between just for myself, I'd always make sure to have about a 12 or 18 pack there. And, here's the thing when some people say, oh, shit, man, you got too much of that beer on. You don't even know how to drink beer. It's like, dude, fuck you. You don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to entertain 20,000 people in an arena. If I just go out there and sip it real properly, how fucking exciting is that? So when you're out there on an empty belly and you're shotgunning beers and all that shit's going in, the half that was going in was for me. The half that was going on was for them. Nice. But I'm telling you, Pat, when you shotgun a bunch of beers like that and you're drinking about half of each beer, you got a pretty damn good buzz when you come out. And that's a sacrifice I was willing to make every single night.
I would assume you're pretty fucked up, yeah. When did you start self-cheersing? When did you start self-cheersing? Was that something you did in college? You're like, hey, Steve, good for me, man. Like, when did that start?
No, you know what? I got to give credit to Sandman for starting that, but he was bashing him off his head, and I don't remember, and it wasn't because Sandman was doing it, so I don't want to say I copied him, but he was the first. So, and then my style was, because people always get us confused. They'll say, yeah, man, you used to bang them on your head. No, motherfucker, I was the guy that clacked them together. It was just something we came up with. I don't know how the beers got introduced to the ring, but it became a thing, and we ran with it.
The Pat McAfee Show.
There'll be no rules for our guests, for us, for the things we can talk about.
Speaking his mind.
I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or my thoughts or anything like that.
While being relatable.
I haven't had that manufactured fake-ass celebrity that a lot of people have whenever they go on those big networks. I've had a chance to really build my crew, build my following, build my audience.
And ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat McAfee Show starts in 3, 2, 1.
You are looking live in Cleveland, Ohio, off the shores of Lake Erie. Speaking of Erie, the clouds are heavy. The gray is in abundance. I assume it's raining. I assume it's windy, but who gives a damn? The beautiful city of Cleveland, Ohio plays host to the Draft Spectacular tonight, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We will be live at youtube.com/The Pat McAfee Show. Also live right now on SiriusXM Channel 82 Mad Dog Sports Radio. It's hour 3. We are being joined by AJ Hawk. Almost. Calling him now.
Will be joined.
We will be joined. I didn't know we lost him. I guess he probably had to hang up on him when he hung up on Daniel Jeremiah because we got 4 computers operating back here. But hour 3 here on this beautiful Draft Spectacular Thursday, April 29th. I can't stress this enough. I was super excited for what was going to go down tonight after everything I've read, I've heard, I've been told, I've seen, and has, kind of experienced. Tonight is going to be magnificent. It's going to be bigger than I think our biggest dreams could have been just a week ago.
I think so. We really don't know what's going to happen. I mean, even this is a bombshell that's being dropped. Shit, DJ said, hey, basically, I might not start doing my job until the 11th pick tonight because I have no idea what's going to happen in the first 10.
There is a tweet that is going out by NFL on ESPN in Todd McShay's final mock draft, Trey Lance number 3. So
Wow.
Ipso facto.
Todd. How about that?
AJ Hawk's with us, by the way.
Yeah.
AJ.
Write that check.
I introed you earlier or whatever. Here I am. Yeah, we do need a plane. But AJ, it feels like today is insanity. Everything that we've been hoping would come to a boiling point, which has to, by the way, because here we are with this thing. Everything's starting to happen that we thought could potentially happen. And there's even more shit potentially in the works that we could have never even dreamed of happening just a week ago. AJ, it is a great Draft Spectacular Day. Happy Draft Spectacular Day to you, AJ.
Yeah.
Hey, happy Draft Spectacular to all of
Stuff
you
for
as
me
well.
as
And
well.
I was just thinking, compared to other sports, the NFL draft absolutely crushes any draft that's ever happened. I feel like the NBA draft, I guess, gets a little hype, but that's other than that, where do we go?
That's what I was about to say. The NBA fans are like, the lottery. Oh, it's so much fun. They come out and they do the ball thing. It's like, all right, okay. All right, okay, yeah. They're weighting the balls, okay. They're putting things in there, obviously. They actually shoved one back down. No, not you. I don't know how you made it up here. And which, by the way, there's incredible athletes and names that will become household names in time and already studs that get drafted in the NBA. Okay, understand? But we all kind of know who's going, and if we don't care. If it's some guy, Lithuania comes out of nowhere, it's like, okay, all right, cool, man. Let me see if you can
good luck.
Do what everybody else can do on NBA court. I hope you good luck. The NFL, though, 32 teams, 32 passionate fans. Every single pick, everybody kind of feels as if their entire team's success rides on it. Your team can make a play. The NFL Draft Spectacular spectacle that has become the NFL Draft is awesome. And I think this is the NFL printing money. It's the biggest show in town in every town. That is what the NFL is. They know it, too. I mean, there's 110 billion or something like that.
10 years.
10 years, 110 billion, some number they just signed. Is that the number?
Yeah.
I just said it aloud for the first time in a couple weeks.
Clicked.
$110 billion deal for the next 10 years the NFL just signed. And that's pre every other streaming network getting involved.
Yeah.
They dominate everything. And it's because, AJ, it's the greatest sport there is. It is such a great sport. It's easy to see why everybody on earth, and hopefully everybody on earth is what Roger Goodell's goal would be, falls in love with everything. There's so much drama right now. There's so much drama. There is like a certain feeling of anxiety, I assume, among some fan bases that some things could pop off. And it is just unbelievable. I know the soccer hooligans very much love their sport, okay? I love it. I absolutely love it. But I think if when you were a kid, you were introduced to our football, you would have fell in love with that one immediately. I just think if my intel on European folks, which is a tough, hilarious group of people, in soccer is so long because I think they just wanted to get away from everybody to go do something. I think they would have fallen in love with football as well. But, man, tonight is going to be awesome. There's going to be, 10 million people that are going to watch at least. Yeah. It's going to be more than that probably.
Hey, you know what's a shame is, so Trevor Lawrence has been far and away the number one pick for a long time now. It's almost like everyone just wants, hey, let's go, get past that. We don't care. We don't even want him. People don't even probably care to see him with Raj other than his family and friends. So, unfortunately for him, maybe that's good, though. Maybe a little less pressure.
He's watching in Clemson, actually. So that whole thing,
Good
that whole thing, Urban Meyer's standing in his brand new facility that got built overnight or whatever for him. And he's literally standing on a FaceTime probably or a Zoom right to Roger Goodell. Right to the Trevor Zoom. Some pre-packaged video of that girl on TikTok that looks exactly like him will make its way out somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be some stories. There'll be a quick interview, and then it'll be just those first two formalities at this point. It feels like that thing's going to go quick. When it gets to pick number 3, especially with the drama today, think about what the networks are going to do with this, what the NFL is going to do with this. I mean, it is going to be the clock is going to hit 0, the pick is going to be in, and there's going to be a commercial break. There is going to be a hold. They're going to hold on to that. And then every pick from then on, it's like if a trade happens, I think they're going to wait until that clock gets all the way down to announce it. Like I think we are sitting in it for those first 10 picks where it's like, here we go. The first 2, though, to your point, I think we're all like, come on.
Get over.
Congrats, Trevor. You're awesome.
Good work.
Way to go. Congratulations. All your hard work has paid off. Congrats. Not a lot of number 1s overall. Okay, it's insane you did that. Zach wasn't way to go, man.
Hey, baby, Zach.
Way to go, Zach. Really proud of you. All that hard work paid off. And that throw, by the way, woo. Awesome, man.
Sweet.
You're good luck in New York. We hope you do well. The Jets fans deserve it. But now let's get to the show. You're right, AJ. You're 100% right.
Hey, but if you're Jacksonville or New York, you're the Jets in the first couple picks, they put 10 minutes on the clock. People say, "Oh, they know what you're doing. Why don't you turn your pick in?" But no, if you're the Jacksonville owner, you're a part of the franchise. That's like 10 minutes of good pub with tons and tons of eyeballs that you need for your team.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. That's 100% right.
You want them talking about your team. That's like when everybody's tuned in. Yeah, hey, I'd be like, if I'm shotgun, I'm like, you take 9 minutes and 59 seconds. They need to talk about us.
Let's see how many good stats they dug up about this franchise. Now, granted, that could turn bad, too, if they're talking about your team, especially if you're Shad Khan and the Jaguars. You know, this team has been terrible for a long time. You know, it could turn into like a roast sesh almost. But then, obviously, with Urban Meyer, it's going to go. It's going to be a full Urban Meyer conversation. But I didn't even think about that. You get 10 marketing prime time. Is it 10 minutes?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think early on,
in the first round.
Every pick in the first round is 10 minutes.
That's why this is that 7-hour thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Yeah,
and
you're 100%
the
right.
first,
It's good business.
15 to 20 will probably use all. I mean, they all might use the full 10 minutes.
For a potential trade, too, especially in the back half.
Yeah.
Everybody's potentially going to wait the entire time, seeing if anybody wants to trade up, gets a little bit of a feel or something like that. Oh, my God, we're in it for tonight. Hey, we are in it. When I say I hope that dopamine dump after Trey Lance at 3, you know, it's probably going to, give me. I hope we can survive. Tonight is going to be. And if you're watching along at youtube.com/The Pat McAfee Show at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, our draft spectacular will kick off. We have a GM who does have a first-round draft pick tonight joining us at 7:40. Should be a good tone setter for the evening. But if that thing hits at 3, I don't know how I'm going to finish it. All right? But if you're watching, you don't have to watch the entire time. No, listen, if this thing gets boring, go ahead and bounce around, come back. You know you're going to be able to come back. We'll be here.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to be here. And if you want to ride for the entire 9-hour affair this is going to be in Cleveland tonight. I mean, last year, AJ, do you remember us all coming to the realization around pick 9 or 10 maybe, like, Holy fuck.
Oh, we're in it.
We aren't even a third through this thing. Tonight is a marathon. We all know that.
Yeah.
Tonight, a lot of things are going to happen. And if you don't stay for the entire time, it's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, you might miss a giveaway or two.
You might.
Because, you know.
Or three.
Or three. Yeah, there's going to be 3 giveaways. But I'm just saying, if you miss a little bit, you might miss it. There might be 4 giveaways.
Whoa,
You might just miss it. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. That is no, that has not been decided, and we don't know what we're giving away yet.
No.
But we'll figure it out as we go live. We'll make it happen. Probably some Oculi.
Yeah, why not?
Give away some Oculi. You know what I mean? Probably give away some AirPods.
Some merch.
I'll give away some merch tonight, probably to the viewers. AJ's going to give away $20,000.
Yeah, because he lost.
I mean, here we go. Let's have a night tonight, AJ.
Let's go.
Let's get excited. It's going to be a long one, though, AJ. How are you going to battle? Just 400 cigars?
And I'll be all right, man. I saw ESPN has it scheduled like in the guide from 8 to 11:30. Is this something that normally goes over their allotted time?
We were definitely at midnight. Like, were we not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were
It goes
definitely
over.
We were definitely. It's going over. It's like recorded with extended time option. You know what I mean? You get one of those like, hey, they do this every year. This ain't the way it goes. It's this thing, especially tonight with the way the world is. You're going to want to record with extra time. And they go 30 minutes or they even go like an hour and a half. What do you think? It's probably go down to the hour one if I had to guess. This one, it was so long last year.
Is it raining? Hey, is it raining in Cleveland? It's been pouring in Columbus right now.
Great question. Good transition. You are looking live in Cleveland, Ohio, the host of tonight's NFL Draft. We'll be watching alongside as decisions are made in this beautiful city, right here in Ohio, right on Lake Erie, we do believe.
Yeah.
A town that has been home to the dog pound for a long, long, long time. You are looking live at a rainstorm, which is very symbolic of what the Browns organization was for a long time until Andrew Berry arrived in some people used to say, the mistake on the lake. I would never say that.
No.
I would never, ever say that. Arrived in Cleveland, Baker Mayfield and the boys turned the whole thing back around. This is the city where it all goes down tonight, Cleveland, Ohio, AJ Hawk.
Looks beautiful, man, especially on that big LED screen you have behind you.
Yeah, it took a little bit to get it up there. You know, Zito had to dive through the internet real quick to get back to the website that has an ongoing
Commercial
shot
breaks.
of Cleveland, and they have commercial breaks.
So 10 seconds every time.
So we found it, though. Did you see the commercial for the draft? They said the greatest city in Ohio.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
Yeah, the NFL released the commercial. I don't know if it was from the NFL or ESPN. I don't know who released the commercial, but it said live from the greatest city in Ohio. And I was like, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Cincinnati took it right on the shins. And when they were making the commercial, they're like, there's no indoor practice facility.
Exactly.
Can't do it. Can't
say Cincy.
We can't do it. People love the Cleveland practice facility. And then everybody in Columbus is like, yo, people say it's like a small, clean Chicago over here. The Ohio State Buckeyes, the most successful team in the state, are right here in Columbus, and that's where AJ Hawk fucking lives.
Right.
And whoever made the commercial was like, nah, those cities fucking stink, dude.
In Cleveland.
We're going to Cleveland, Ohio, because Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland
rocks.
Your thoughts, Ty?
Well, I'm guessing they didn't put Columbus up because of AJ's best friend, Len Waxman, or whatever, the guy who loves Epstein.
What's his name?
He got it. Len Waxman. Nailed it.
No.
What's your
it's
buddy's
not.
name, AJ?
He's not my buddy.
Your
The-
second
The
speed
billionaire's name is Les Wexner.
So you do know.
It's close.
Jay Glazer has tweeted out at 2:07 p.m. A few teams have called the Packers about trading for Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay. So earlier today, we heard Bill Michaels, Willie Mike, tweeted out that he heard from PA on the mic,
right,
who is the Minnesota Vikings
PA guy, I believe.
announcer
Yeah.
and the thing. So he's probably doing a skull. I'm not doing the horn again. It was so good last time, I'm not doing it again. They reported this morning in what could have been a smokescreen that the San Francisco 49ers allegedly offered Jimmy Garoppolo, the number 3 overall pick, other players, other picks, to the Green Bay Packers for Aaron Rodgers. Okay? San Francisco, obviously, Northern California up there, Santa Clara. Aaron Rodgers has saved like 100 businesses up there with a fundraiser. He just said he loves Butte County. He was a fan, I assume, of the Niners. Now, this comes a decade and a half past them passing him up,
right?
Which would be an interesting situation. But the Niners Aaron Rodgers talk makes a lot of sense if that was to happen. But there's no way the Packers do this, right? And if they do, who do they get? How do they feel at 3? But if it's not the Niners, is it somebody now? Jay Glazer's saying, well, multiple teams have done it. It's like, is this going to happen? Is Aaron Rodgers going to get traded today on Draft Spectacular Day? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, I sure as shit hope not. But if they were going to do it, like that Niners deal seems like it actually makes sense in terms of like value that they would get back. Like as you slip closer to, being out of the top 10, like, does that make sense for the Packers? It seems like they're really not getting enough in return. Whereas, in that Niners trade, they could maybe actually like stomach that.
The Arrow, Tom Pelissero, has tweeted out, speaking of stomaching something, the 49ers reached out to the Packers on Wednesday about trading for Aaron Rodgers, but no formal offer was made, and a source said there is a 0% chance that Green Bay deals the reigning NFL MVP. That was tweeted out at 1 p.m. Okay. So Tom Pelissero, the Arrow, works for the NFL.
Yes. Neuralink.
Has the Neuralink of the NFL in there.
Yep.
He says that 49ers did reach out. And now that makes everybody think, is that why the 49ers went up to 3? Did they go up to 3 because they thought there was 3 good players? Or did they think, hey, that is awfully enticing for the Green Bay Packers if they get number 3. Tom Pelissero, Packers general manager Brian Gutekunst, said this week, Aaron is our guy. He's going to be our quarterback for the foreseeable future. The 49ers still shot their shot before presumably taking a QB with the number 3 pick tonight. Tom Pelissero, listen, this is the thing about you. This is the thing about you. Tom, we love Tom.
Tom.
Tom reads every memo the NFL sends out. It doesn't matter if it's 70 pages long. He reads it out, and he knows why the NFL is deciding to do everything that they do there. For the foreseeable future, whenever they said that, if they were to trade them today, that would have been a few days. That could have been the foreseeable future, Tom.
Exactly.
Tom, don't take anything these motherfuckers say for real.
Yeah.
Can't do it. You just can't do it, AJ.
Hey, Pat, but why would the Packers want the number 3 overall pick? They're going to take a quarterback in the first round back-to-back years? And admit the mistake, then you admit this mistake that you made. If you took a quarterback last year and you traded up for him, then you're going to trade away the reigning MVP to get the number 3 overall pick. Who do you take?
Hold on, you get that number 3 overall pick, then you bundle that with Jordan Love, or if you like Jordan Love, you keep Jordan Love. Then you try to bundle that with something else and make another move, maybe for somebody. That's what I would do.
It could. It's just stupid. If it would happen, it's stupid to even think about them trading Aaron away. But also, you only do that. The number 3 pick, yeah, that would be interesting. What do you do with that?
Jay Glazer said, hey, multiple teams have called the Packers about trading. So why are these teams calling? Are they just reading headlines? Are they listening to this show? Are they thinking? No, because Brandon Beane, remember, Bill's general manager, said, if we think there's a chance, we'll reach out and say, hey, is there anything going on? If there seems like there's maybe a dispute, a contract, which I guess everybody probably in the NFL knows, like, how have they not signed this guy? Why have they not done that? I wonder if as you get closer to the draft, people are calling the Packers and saying, hey, I know we reached out before, you said no. We got a pretty good package here. We get you the draft. You can turn the team around. You can do it. I wonder if that's happening. If you're Aaron Rodgers, I have no idea how you feel about it. I have no clue how you feel about it. But the fact that they have not gotten a long deal done, that's wild, I think, to everybody. And all these GMs are like, can we fucking get Aaron Rodgers at this point? That's who we'd like. And I could see Shanahan and Lynch going, we can get fucking Rodgers. Yeah, we want to get Rodgers. And they've stunk for a long time, right?
The Niners?
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Oh, shit.
But outside of
shit,
that.
that's on me.
They haven't been good.
Not since Kaepernick was the quarterback.
But with that team, with how good they are, you put the NFL MVP on that team. And listen, we're not saying we think this is going to happen, okay? We're going
speculating
that is potentially happening. So we have to make that clear to Packers fans that we're not saying it. But you put Aaron Rodgers on that team with Shanahan, who I assume Shanahan and Aaron are going to have very good conversations at a high level that not a lot of people, just like LaFleur, okay, super offensive guru. That would be now you got to talk about, okay, Tom and Aaron in the NFC. Patrick Mahomes and Carson Wentz in the AFC. That's all you got to talk about. That's all you got to really talk about in the AFC. But in the NFC, then Green Bay Packers would have to stare that down for next 6-7 years? How long is Aaron going to play? There's no way they trade him to the NFC. There's no way they want to have to stare that down in the playoffs if they ever want to have success that is notable ever again. There's a chance dude's going to play for 10 more years. And it's like, by the way, I think people would think that Aaron Rodgers, if they trade him away, would have a chip on his shoulder. It's like, oh, I'm going to bury you for 10, 20, maybe 30 more years.
Yeah.
I thought I could see the 18th hole. Remember he said that? I think I could see the 18th hole. Turns out I haven't even made the turn yet. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm starting to feel, that would be insane if that was to happen. If Aaron was to get traded on Draft Spectacular Day, okay, and I have not talked to Aaron. AJ might have. AJ, hey.
AJ, you?
No, I have not spoken to him.
You will, though, soon.
Yeah.
How are you going to avoid me, Pete Schraegering your phone when you're at Kentucky Derby tomorrow with Aaron saying, hey, can we get some information? Can we get some information? What's going on down there? Wait, can we, you know what I mean? But neither of us have spoke to him, I would assume. This shit all just popped today. I did not. We don't know if AJ has or not. We have no idea if he's talking about this or if AJ's just talking about it maybe with the Derby trip. Like, hey, I'll bring 5,000 cigars down this year.
You can have one or two.
You know, that whole thing. But if he gets traded, that would be fucking insane, dude. It would be crazy.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of certainties or things that we can promise, but I can promise that if Rodgers gets traded tonight, you guys will have to take my lifeless body out of the pool because I will walk in there and drown myself if they get rid of him.
Okay, let's get to a break.
Make sure we get some film of that.
Yeah, we'll set up a camera. Yeah, we got an extra camera. We'll set up. You will not die in vain.
No.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
We will get a good clip out of it.
To your point, too, with Shanahan, I mean, LaFleur, Shanahan tree, kind of reinvented his career this last year, MVP season, maybe go to the guy who created a lot of those concepts. Not great.
Packers fans woke up this morning, thought this whole thing was behind us.
Yeah, last year was terrible.
That was all behind us, okay? They woke up this morning, they go, this motherfucker, and he's the MC of the Vikings, this guy? And then, and all of a sudden, Pelissera's like, hey, calls have happened. And then Jay Glazer gets in. And Jay Glazer's like, multiple teams have called. And if Jay gets in,
that's when you know.
Jay knew.
Jay knows.
Hey, teams can call all they want, but we haven't heard if the Packers are listening yet.
That is very true.
True. But when you alienate the guy at every turn for the last, year and a half, you could wonder that maybe he's ready to get the fuck out of there.
Is Jeopardy, he'd be able to move to Santa Clara, right? If he was to go to the Niners? They just moved the studio to Santa Clara.
I would assume so, yeah.
I don't know if they're going to move to Green Bay.
No way.
I don't know if they'll move. I don't know if they'll move the
I don't think
the Jeopardy studio to Green Bay.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, because somebody at Pro Football Focus said, keep an eye out for Chicago. So what is that? What the fuck does that mean, pal? We are. We love
Keep an eye out. Like what? What do you mean? For what?
I don't know. I love that guy too. I actually enjoy following that guy, but that tweet, come on, man. Hey, listen.
I would. Hey, don't you think if you were the Bears head coach or GM, you're like, all right, I'm doing what I'm getting. Like, I'm selling out right now because I may be fired in 3 months. Yeah, I'm going all in right now.
The Chicago Bears already offered up, allegedly, multiple first rounders, players, second rounders for Russell Wilson. So you would think maybe draft night they get excited.
I got a question for Ty. Ty, how would you react if the Packers traded Aaron to the Bears?
I mean, I'd hate it, but guess what? I've always loved Chicago.
Oh, jeez.
I've always loved the city of Chicago.
Yeah. That's unbelievable.
Okay.
I think a lot of people would feel that way, by the way. If the Packers were like, yeah, in the division, go ahead, do it. We'll trade you after an MVP season. I think a lot of Packers fans would be like, well, y'all motherfuckers fucking up.
Yeah, you can't do that.
That is disrespectful to our fanhood. Listen, we are part owners of this damn thing.
That's right.
We invest a lot of money here. We've had a beautiful run. What you just chose to do to our fanhood is spit on.
Yeah, it'd be the ultimate slap in the face.
Yeah, we see him in Chicago. We see him 2 times a year. Ain't that fun? Yeah. Damn. I'd be a Bear. Listen, I'm Team 12. I've said this.
Team 12.
I've said it. I'm Team 12.
I love the Packers. I am Team 12.
Oh my God, Ty! Ty's diehard now. Ty's been
Hey, is
around.
Devontae hasn't signed his extension either.
No, he hasn't. I believe
Devontae waiting.
Oh,
I don't know.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Oh, and then he goes.
How bad
wherever.
would that be if all of a sudden, what
he
about Aaron
also
Jones?
went to
Aaron
Fresno State.
somehow got traded,
From
which
out
would be
there.
stupid.
If Devontae and Aaron Rodgers get dropped into that Shanahan offense in San Francisco, oh, jeez.
Call it.
You got to, though, by the way.
They're
That's
both
what you
going
gotta-
now?
Well, that's what Ty was just like.
He went to Fresno State.
He's
Yeah.
there. That's what this is just all speculation, but this is what Draft Day Spectacular
That's right.
You Get It is.
Yeah.
This is what this is. We get to a break. We'll be back on the other side of it, taking phone calls while we wrap up hour 3 here on Draft Spectacular Day. Are things heating up?
It certainly appears
Getting
so.
hot in here.
Are things heating up? We'll see you in 4. Well, hello, sensual piano keys. You sound incredibly inspirational and motivational. Big announcement coming from our company. You know, throughout my entire life, I've made decisions that people have said, ooh, that is stupid. You've read about them, you heard about them. When I was in high school, I went to an underground poker game, won $1,400, flew myself down to Miami, won a kicking contest, and got a scholarship to West Virginia the next day. I turned my back on soccer that day. Everybody said, you're an idiot. Why are you doing that? You have more schools looking at you for soccer than you do for football. What are you thinking? Fast forward 8 years with the Indianapolis Colts, and I was on top of the world, top of the mountain. How's the view? Not too shabby. And when I was at the top of my game, I decided, you know what? I'm going to pursue some other stuff. My friends and I are going to go to work on the internet. We're going to try to chase fulfillment as opposed to just a paycheck. And there were some interesting responses from people of power in the sporting world.
Make them tear the uniform off of you.
Sure.
Look, somebody needs to stage an intervention. People who know this guy, get to him now. Make him put his helmet back on and get to camp.
Oh no, there's no intervention, Wilbon. No. Here we are 3 years after that date, and it's a celebration, bitches! Cut the music! Let's hand out some bags to the boys. For the boys. For the boys.
Hey, by the way, that's for you, brother. Oh my God.
Are you home?
All right, come out the front door.
What's up, dude?
What is this?
What's this?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
What the fuck?
Fuck you. Oh, yeah. That is the bag of money.
The FanDuel deal went through. There's $50,000 in there for you. Here's a backpack with $50,000 in it. Well, $50,000 in there.
Oh my God.
Yes, there's $50,000 in there. Yes, there's $50,000.
Are you fucking serious?
Let's go.
Did you rob a bank?
Oh man. Let's go, dude.
Let's go. I appreciate you, buddy.
Yo, this is.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, dude.
We did it?
Couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, thank
Dude, it's a fuck ton of money.
you. Guys.
When I asked Dan Patrick for some advice, he told me always take care of the boys.
But, and you should know, those people that are there with you, that their value cannot be overstated and should not be overstated.
So Mike Wilbon, they didn't hold my jersey on me. They didn't hold my helmet on me. We didn't have an intervention. What we have is a celebration. Because when you bet on yourself, sometimes you hit for big. And for us, the only place we'll bet for the next couple years in an exclusive deal, FanDuel backed the Brinks truck up to our office, and we have never been more thankful, more excited, and more together as we promote the greatest sports book on planet Earth.
Every day is game day for these guys. It's showtime on the Pat McAfee Show.
Welcome back. Hey, listen. Big news here, down here at the FanDuel Beach House in Tampa Bay. We have a brand new sponsor.
What?
Yeah. They want to get involved. I think they're an incredible thing, too. And this will be something I will participate in because everybody knows. Listen, the reason why this relationship came to be, I do believe, is because of the amount of cluster that I have on my desk and the amount of things I collect and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Clutter.
Well, it's not clutter. And let me tell you why. Because I think there is potentially some value, especially for charity or something like that. And if it was like a way I could sell it somewhere, I think that's what the Whatnot app is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think this is going to be a very good relationship between us and Whatnot. Whatnot is a live shopping app where you can buy collectibles like sports cards, Pokemon cards, Funkos, and more. Collecting cards is hot in the streets right now, and we've known that thanks to our resident expert, Billy Tubes. Shout out, Bill. Did anybody collect any cards as a kid? I hear Whatnot has some sweet ones for us on the way. Oh, the Orlovsky pack.
Really?
Yeah. I think this is, we're just selling cards. This is not what I thought.
We're just selling Topps baseball cards.
This is not what I thought it was.
What did you think?
When I was explaining this is not what I was explaining. I did not know it was just strictly cards. Huh. I don't fucking know shit about
Well,
cards.
hey, I love baseball cards.
Yeah, but we got the Orlovsky pack.
Love NFL
nice.
cards too.
Which, by the way, I will buy probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Still a good relationship for sure, though. Yeah.
I don't know at this point, actually, to be honest. I don't know.
A lot of potential.
Okay.
What did you think it was?
I thought I could just sell shit. Like, hey, all right, we're gonna put,
eBay. Yeah, it's called eBay.
Yeah, but I thought maybe
the
like
bidding
an
thing.
Etsy meets eBay meets that's what I thought it was. We should learn more about things before we sell them, I guess. I thought buy, sell together on Whatnot, the community marketplace.
So can you buy anything on here? Is it like the
Can I
Facebook
sell anything?
marketplace? Or is it just baseball cards?
Is it Etsy? Is it Etsy, but for other stuff too?
Is it Pokemon like for Bill? Did he slide this in?
Bill is in here. I mean,
twice.
Collecting cards is hot in the streets right now, and we've known that thanks to our resident expert, Billy Tube. Shout out, Bill. Anyways.
Bill, right there.
They have guys auctioning off individual. I think so, by the way. He was writing code, then he wrote this ad read. They have guys auctioning off individual cards and even breaking open new boxes at all hours of the day. So get in there and try and get your hands on a rookie Justin Herbert card, or maybe get lucky and pull an all-decade punter, huh?
Ooh.
Oh, it's me and Johnny Hecker, but he has more cards than I do. They didn't make a lot of cards about me.
You got all those Panini cards, don't you?
Yeah, I didn't. I stopped signing them too because that's a fucking nightmare. I don't like the signing thing for cash stuff. I don't like it. I don't like people paying. I don't like people paying for my audio. Like I don't think that's a cool thing. I don't think it's a cool thing. And then because if I put a value on that, inevitably that thing's going to go for 50 cents at some point, and then I have to actually feel heartbroken about it too. Like I don't like people potentially getting exploited for autographs, especially because if you see me, I'll probably sign for. Now, I won't sign 100 things. Nope. Those people need to get smacked right in the mouth. You're preying on me. Okay, you're not a fan. You are preying on my niceness whenever you show up. Oh, I got fucking 3 bags of, my neighbor. You know, the whole thing. What's up, Zito?
Just confirmed, Billy said that you can sell anything on there.
Oh,
okay.
We're back. We're back. Love Whatnot.
Yeah.
To get in on the action, go to the App Store and download the Whatnot app. There's a link right now in the YouTube description. Go to @PatMcAfee Show in the app. We did make an account for me.
Okay, perfect.
In the app and follow me. We will let you know when we are going live. I won't give away all the surprises, but I'll be I kind of almost did whenever you started asking, AJ, whenever we didn't think this was going to be able to happen. So thanks for ruining that, AJ. I won't give away all the surprises what's that?
No, I'm good. You got it. Continue, man.
We'll be auctioning off this shit, all right? And let's just say it'll be fantastic.
Okay.
Proceeds will be going to for the brand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, fighting canine cancer. Okay, so everything I'm going to sell on there, which will be probably merch, autograph stuff, random trinkets around our office and everything like that, all the money will go to for the brand. And Whatnot is a beautiful thing. Download the Whatnot app and follow @PatMcAfee Show and tune in. Shout out Whatnot.
Thank you, Whatnot.
All right, we had to really get through that one.
Yeah.
That was a ride. I like the idea, and I'm happy the idea is what I thought it was. Because if it was just going to be sports cards, I was going to be like, I ain't fucking doing it.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
The app looks awesome.
Well, I'm an NFT guy. So
True.
When it comes to sports cards.
True.
But I think these sports cards at this point are great investments.
Yeah,
but I am not the person that's going to put them in a case.
Are they?
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
They're coming back.
People are like $1 million cards are happening.
Okay, who's going to buy it from you?
What's that?
That's the thing, though. They say, "Oh, I have this card. It's worth $125,000." Yeah, if you find somebody that will pay it.
Well, somebody has to launder money. I think.
True,
I think like the art business. I think that's a lot of laundering cash. I think I bought this little sprinkle of paint that looks like it was potentially, splooged on And this thing, how much is it? $350,000. It's like, okay, you owed that person money somehow.
I'm selling it for $1.5 million.
Yeah, there was something going on there. There's no way that's how you actually utilize your cash. There has to be something. And maybe they love art, and maybe they have a much better eye than I. But Jesus, I mean, I don't know how that happens. I think sports cards may be the same thing, but it doesn't matter. It's a good investment, and on whatnot, it's only going to keep running up. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's get some phone calls, shall we? AJ, your thoughts on everything that has happened today? Any thoughts on anything? Any
wild day already, Pat. I cannot wait until 7:30 Eastern.
How do you feel about the rumors? How do you feel about all the rumors right now?
They don't really get me as worked up as they do to you because I don't know. I want to see them happen. I don't like just hearing possible rumors that could happen.
Well, isn't that no fun?
Yeah.
This guy.
What are we gonna talk about?
Let me see when it happens. All right. For me, I'm like, well, we got to speculate.
Yeah.
We got to speculate on what this could be.
Chatter.
You know what I mean?
That's why this is your show. That's why this is what you do.
Oh, so when I get into those, you're just in the back of your mind like, this fucking guy. And everybody's wondering why you're blowing through so many cigars.
Yeah.
It's just stress. Like, who cares? This ain't going to... You don't think... By the way, there was something else we were told, too, that, has not been... I mean, we're 2 hours past that. I don't know how long anybody can hold these goddamn secrets, but it's... Hey, there's a lot going on today. I'm so pumped for today. I am so pumped. I'm a shotgun 2 Celsius, I think, right before we go.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I know Pat's really fired up because we've been in here for almost 2 hours with AJ, and he has not mentioned the awesome Velcro jacket he's wearing.
You're right. I did see it early. Bingo.
Wow.
Bingo. And
Wow.
by the way, that right there is... Oh! VJ Hawk! VJ Hawk! VJ Hawk!
Wow.
Because that is certainly your logo. You gave them that you asked them to make that because the Adidas is on the other side. And I feel like, Adidas wanted to just put their logo on both chest panels. So that's like a soccer warm-up, and that's where the team logo goes. So you told them to put that A on there. Is that what you did?
Yeah, absolutely. Every once in a while, I got to break out the custom jacket. That's what I saved for this show.
My name's Aaron. I need an A.
Well, it's V now because he's going a little bit rebellious.
Pat, you say they wouldn't put Adidas and then the Adidas other 2 logos on the same thing. I don't know if you notice when I wear those Adidas shirts that have 420 Adidas logos down the arms.
Yeah, but those are like race car shirts.
Yeah, throwbacks.
Yeah. Have you picked out your Kentucky Derby costume yet?
That is an area that I am not prepared in, and so I thought I had something decent to wear, and I don't know. I'm gonna throw something together.
How about tonight? Like, have you thought about your tuxedo related?
It came my costume, as you say, has come in. I checked my app. It should be at the door, hopefully.
Well, mine did not. Okay, so we're making some plays here. All right, I'm going to be tuxedo related because I do appreciate the NFL in what this night stands for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And tonight is a night not just for us to go ham and bonkers. There's a lot of money to be made on these draft picks.
Ton.
There will be 25 of those bets given out by a group of incredible gamblers back in Indianapolis that are currently joining us in studio. At Tone Diggs and at Bubba Gumpino, alongside executive producer Emmett McMahon.
Yeah,
here we
Money
go.
Mitt.
That show has just been printing money for people. It's an unbelievable podcast that you can download if you are a strictly audio person. If you're on YouTube, youtube.com/HammerDown, they're printing out money at this point over there. Diggs has had one losing night, but they're doing it. Tonight, a lot of money to be made on this, Diggs. What are you doing? What are you hammering? And how much have those odds moved since this show started with me doing the Mac Jones ain't going to 3 thing? How much has that changed?
Pat, I don't know if we've updated you yet or not, but Trey Lance is now the pretty much a sizable favorite at -160 to go number 3 overall.
What do you go?
And
Plus, was that plus 260 to minus 160?
Plus 270, I believe it was this morning. And a lot of the internet's blaming you and your report. So.
Oh man! But people like Mac Jones, they should be hammering Mac Jones.
That's right.
Diggs, you know a little bit more about this game than I do, and although most of your time doing this was with some shady Italian down the street that we all know, and you don't know really how the odds are made, and I think you've interviewed a few odds makers and everything like that. Is there a chance that me making that massive announcement changes things so quickly, or do you think the sports books knew this information before me?
I think when it comes to the draft and what I've been told as far as the draft, that it is the most 50-50 split as far as knowledge on the books versus the humans making the bets, because they have the insiders and then we have the insiders, and then we're all paying attention to the same insiders, and it's the most advantageous betting event of the season for us because we know just as much as the books know.
Oh, really? So that's why 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, continue this YouTube live draft spectacular day. You guys are giving out what you feel pretty good about. What are you doing? You got Trey Lance going at 3. I assume Mac Jones odds have gotten pretty good. And what are you doing after that, boys?
Yeah, Trey Lance, we've been on them for a little bit now because of the odds. I like Travis Etienne to be the first running back off the board.
Hey, you hate Najee Harris.
He does.
Why do you hate
I love Najee Harris.
Me
Give me
too.
Najee to the Dolphins at 18. Thank you.
No problem, Gumpy. Me too. I love that guy. Why do you hate him, Diggs?
I don't hate him. I'm playing the value here because Etienne opened up as the favorite. He opened up as the favorite, and now he's plus 185. That's just good value. I have to take Etienne there.
Oh, so this
That's
is
not what he's been saying. That's not what he's been saying off air.
Yeah, I agree.
I do also think he's the better running back, yeah.
By the way, I'm not getting into that conversation because have you seen Etienne play? He's shifty. Yeah. He's unbelievable, actually. He kind of reminds me of Kareem Hunt a little bit, but he seems to be a bit faster. He's very, he feels like he's, pretty sturdy, incredibly explosive. I like Etienne a lot. I like Najee Harris a lot too, but I like Etienne a lot, dude.
Etienne, I mean, I don't know if do they worry that he took too much damage in college? I know, was he there all 4 years? And I know he had an unbelievable college career. I don't know if somebody looks at that as a bad thing.
I know they were saying that about Najee because of how many carries he had at Alabama and what his usage was like over the last 3 years.
Well, and that offensive line. That offensive line down there in Alabama. Ian Rappaport at Rap Sheet is reporting there's an update on a former first-round pick. Tim Tebow recently worked out for the Jaguars, the source said, and there has been at least some discussion of him signing. And he's a tight end now. Let's go, Timmy! Let's go! Hey, this is what I'm talking about. Draft spectacular day. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time tonight. YouTube.com/The Pat McAfee Show. What's going to happen is Jesus, going to come back from the dead as a tight end coming out of the cave? Maybe. And that is what we're living for right now. Tim Tebow in Duval with Urban Meyer, Trevor Lawrence, Schlegel down there. Are you kidding me? Let's go. This is draft spectacular day, AJ. This is what I live for right now.
This is some news that I did not expect to hear today. I guess the fact that Timmy Tebow decided he retired from baseball recently, right? So probably just to focus full time on being a tight end now in the NFL.
I think while he was murdering baseballs.
Wow, that's
Ty.
I mean, that's being a little, he wasn't murdering too many baseballs, which is why he's playing tight end again.
Okay, all right. Listen, a little bit negative there, Ty, but as he was standing in that batter's box, and those curveballs were,
what is that?
All right. He goes back in there. At one point, something happened, and he was like, I feel like I can still move a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Catching good now because I'm, playing a little bit more. I think I'm a tight end, don't you? I mean, I have never had a sip of alcohol. Every one of my organs is probably in pristine condition. His body is bigger than we've ever seen it.
Yeah.
What if Tim Tebow comes back, has a Hall of Fame career as a tight end? That's possible, and that's draft spectacular day.
I hope he does.
Adam Schefter's reporting that Tim Tebow recently reached out to the Jaguars and requested a tryout at the tight end position per sources. A move many believe would have extended his NFL career had he made the transition earlier. He recently worked out with the Jaguars tight end coach. No decision has been made. Urban Meyer's bringing back Tim Tebow.
Oh, yeah.
Urban Meyer, Tim Tebow.
Is that what you read from that?
Yeah. What are you talking about? No decision has been made. Urban's like, hey, Tim.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, dude. We want you in the locker room. Okay, we want a lot of this. We want a lot of this in that tight end room. We want a lot of this. We want a lot of great leadership. And by the way, we've met him. He's awesome.
As advertised.
Let's go.
Don't you think he would? Okay, if they have a second workout, that's when I think he would start to get serious. The fact that tweet started out, Tim Tebow has reached out to the Jags and requested a tryout. Like they didn't come to him.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, Herb, welcome back. I'm a tight end now. You know what I mean? You come out of retirement to coach. I come out of baseball to play tight end. I was murdering baseballs around the country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this one, he is massive though.
Oh yeah,
and he can wear 15.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bro, are they going to have him jump passing too on some?
Probably. Everything.
Let's go.
Put him in the backfield.
What if we haven't even got a chance to see Tim Tebow play his best football? Because he was always at the wrong position.
How old is he now?
33 probably? 34? Well, I think if he's 33, by the way, that would make...
Yeah.
Coming back.
Coming back.
It's gonna be a heck of a Hall of Fame run in the second half of his career. 33 on.
What, if he has 7 straight All-Pro seasons, you don't think that's enough? What are you talking about?
I bet you know what? I bet all this Kyle Pitts talk got him excited. He's like, what are you talking about? I can do all of the things that Kyle Pitts could do. Like, I'm coming back.
No, I think he's proud and happy of Kyle Pitts. That's because he's a Florida Gator, and he's like, hey, actually
He's
2
saying-
tight ends coming into the league this year for out of University of Florida.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Tebow's thinking. I saw him the other day post a picture. You know, he's super keto guy.
Mm-hmm.
He just restocked a hat. I almost bought it. It's a Believe one. It's good. It's flat bill.
Ooh.
He's fucking massive.
Shredded.
He is so... If he could still move, which, by the way, let's assume he can... And remember, when he was running in college, there was a lot of these.
Yeah, he wasn't really taking big hits.
But there was a lot of these, too. I mean,
Forearm shivers.
Yeah, he was... Now, in the NFL, I did see him play PP on special teams on a punt. And there wasn't a lot of blocking.
Sure.
There wasn't a lot of blocking. Okay, that was strictly a decoy for a potential fake, which, by the way, they ran against us. Okay.
Did it work?
Tebow's only playing PP for the fake. We knew it going in. And they snapped the ball to Tebow, and he just threw it right to the wing, right down the seam.
Oh, no.
30 yards. Yeah, I think that's the only reason he's out there, because the guy can't block. Couldn't block a damn thing. I would assume since that day, he's learned how to block, and he's going to be all the way back. I'm so pumped Tim Tebow's back in the NFL, dude. Let's go.
He might catch 15, 16 touchdowns this year.
Trevor Lawrence, too?
Yeah.
To Tebow.
Trevor, right? Isn't he like a rather...
Oh, yeah.
Him and Tim,
yeah.
I think him and Tim are probably going to be pretty tight.
FCA.
Man, Tim's going to be like, hey, listen. I'm not saying it.
What?
When I was in college, FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. When I was in college, I understood the value of a great tight end.
He killed people. He started killing people.
All right,
I won't do that.
Let's go. Let's go to...
Not to you.
Let's go to CJ, and we shouldn't laugh about that.
Oh.
Okay, that's not cool, what you just did.
Well,
You just made a joke about a situation.
I wasn't killing anybody.
That's crazy, that Tebow Florida team, though. The collection of characters.
Talent, too.
Talent and character. It's unbelievable. Urban Meyer, I mean, I'm excited to see what he does in the NFL here. Let's go to Abe in Detroit. Abe, you got any hope for what the Lions are going to do, or is just another year of same shit?
Screw the Lions. I'm a diehard Jets fan.
Okay, I mean, let's not act like that's an upgrade. What would you like to talk about, Abe?
Hey, I have a public service announcement for you, Pat, all the boys and everybody out there. On behalf of myself, New York Jets fans, and everybody in the NFL, if the Patriots trade up for Justin Fields, we will be shitting bricks and losing our fucking minds.
Okay, Abe. And that is a fear potentially after Zachary Wilson is picked at number 2 for the Jets, that the Patriots make a move for a quarterback, and that quarterback for the next 10 years inevitably does better.
Yeah, it smacks you in the mouth for possibly the next 20.
Yeah, which is why whenever we talk about Aaron Rodgers getting traded to the Chicago Bears, there's no way. Could you imagine it's a Green Bay Packers did that?
No
chance.
That would be awesome. That would be, the world would burn. Just like, why would you ever do that within your own division?
Can't do it. Well, and that also right there is why the Jets are probably always going to stink, because, they're more worried about what's going on in the division than they're worried about, what's going on in their own backyard.
Well, their team stinks.
It does.
So they have to do a lot of that. They have to do a lot of that. Let's go to Evan in Buffalo. What's going on, Evan?
Hey, what's going on, Pat? AJ, boys, happy draft spectacular day.
Happy draft spectacular day to you as well, Evan. We appreciate you. What do you want to talk about?
Well, my question is similar to how you keep saying with the Colts and Ty keeps saying with the Packers, why haven't the Bills done much of anything? Julio's out there. J.J. Watt was out there. We're sitting back. I trust Brandon Beane, but what the fuck's going on?
Interesting. That's a great question. We haven't talked about the lack of movement by Buffalo. They
tried for Gronk. They
got Emmanuel Sanders.
Trubisky. And they tried for J.J. Watt, too.
There was billboards around town, right there. That's crazy. Buffalo's a damn good team.
Trubisky, as Zeke threw in from the back.
They did sign Mitchell Trubisky. You're right. New home. Same Mitch.
New number.
It's funny hearing you hear Zeke, but the camera can't cut to him. It makes it easy.
Yeah, we have We have 4 cameras facing this way. One I'm not sure we use, but we have no going that way. That's something, as we evolve here. The clock's off 3 seconds in our 3rd week. We should probably move. I guess I answered a call. Tyler in Arizona, what's going on, dude?
Pat, boys, how you doing?
Not too shabby. Welcome to the FanDuel family over there in Arizona. I know it was just a couple weeks ago. What do you want to talk about, pal?
Hey, I got a dilemma, boys.
All
So today is my anniversary, but it's also the draft. What am I doing?
Yeah, why'd you get married in April? Come on. Late April. Can't have it, dude.
Early reservation, my friend.
Yeah, just can't. Well, you celebrate, you do romance, okay? But this is one of those ones you have to, like Valentine's Day, effort holiday.
Yep.
It's an effort holiday, right? Just want to see a little bit of effort. Anniversary, I feel like you have to. It's an effort thing.
It is much more important than Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Home by 8, though.
Yeah. Home by 7:30. That's when the draft spectacular.
7:30. True.
Just go to Jared.
Yeah.
You go to Jared, you'll be fine, dude.
Yeah. And every kiss begins with K.
That's right. That's
Or
also
about
an
K.
option. Yep.
K Jewelers.
Yeah, think about it, K. We don't have any jewelry connections at all.
No.
So we don't give a fuck who you go to.
You actually bought multiple engagement rings, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I got an email actually, and they said I got an email from the first. I haven't picked it up; it's still there. They said if I don't come get it by a certain date, they're going to have to claim it as lost property or whatever. So please come in and get that thing. So it's just been sitting there. So maybe if I was in your situation, I would have bought 2 engagement rings. I would have forgot about the first one, and then whenever it came around, like, oh shit, I got to do something, head right back that first one.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. We did it. I've been thinking about this for years, literally. This thing's been cooking.
Many times.
Yeah. Anyways.
7:30.
I do have to go get that. I got that email this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
No, they said we're going to give this away.
Oh yeah. I had my band sitting over there. They're like, hey, the longer these things sit in the safe, like we're gonna charge you for it. Like, well, I already paid for them, so they can stay in the safe.
Yeah, and what if I just go there and I say, hey,
this is what I ordered.
Just give me my money back. How about that? Just give me my money. I don't want it. How's that? Will that work?
It should.
It's not going.
Is this America?
I'm going to get fucked.
Probably.
But it's my fault. Once again, this is my fault. So we can't blame anybody but me. But it's draft spectacular day, so I ain't worried about it. They might as well have sent that email fucking, middle of Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah.
I ain't reading that shit. But I will go get that because I think it's a lot of money that's probably going to get lost. Christopher in Colorado, what's going on, dude? It's unbelievable, AJ. I'm an adult.
And the boys, what's up, man? How you doing?
Just hanging out, man. Just hanging out. Literally reminded that I'm losing a lot of money right now. I could just go get it. But that's life. It's draft spectacular day. What do you want to talk about?
I'm actually originally from California, but I want to talk about the Niners today.
Okay.
Stressing me out all night, all morning. Had to, smoke a big fat bowl this morning to calm me down.
There you go. Nice. Yeah, go ahead.
2 years ago when we drafted Nick Bosa,
Yeah.
all the news was about Quinn Williams. We were going to draft him. Just putting that out there. Saw a smoke show. Trey Lance, Justin Fields at number 3 today.
Thank you so much for that call, man. Hey, Frankie, boy. Computer just crashed again here. We got to get out in a minute and a half.
Thank God.
Somebody's going to have to go play music and go hang up on old buddy that was just on the phone there in California or Colorado. Wants to talk about the Niners. I feel like Niners faithful, very excited about Trey Lance. Not so much Mac Jones. I don't know how that whole thing came to be. Somebody should play music back at the house there. I appreciate that.
Is it possible it was they're floating out a little thing to you to say, hey, Trey Lance is coming because they want to see how the fans react. And then say, hey, the fans agree with us. We may want to do this.
Not a bad play. Remember, David Sampson told us. Okay, I mean, another song, please, if somebody could. I don't want to talk over this. It's so good. Yeah. But it's draft spectacular day.
I'll just mute it for now until they figure it out.
We don't have time. I mean, we are.
1 minute.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it is draft spectacular day. Yeah. We are going off the air here off of Sirius XM, and Chris Mad Dog Russo with Mad Dog Unleashed will be on the other side. His show will be better than ours, we promise. But if you want another below average show tonight, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, the draft spectacular will be happening. Big guests, big conversations, big drama, big reactions live from the Tampa Bay FanDuel Beach House. AJ Hawk, we got about 10 seconds. Anything to say to the Sirius people before they join us later tonight?
No, I will see you all tonight.
Hammered Down is at 4 o'clock at youtube.com/Hammered Down or downloadable at any podcast place. We'll see you at 7:30. Chris Mad Dog Russo with Mad Dog Unleashed is next.
Nailed it.
Wow. Who did the music over there?
I don't know. I have actually no idea. I can't see that.
That was a good move, though. Whoever
Shout
made
out.
it. Shout out to whoever made
I
the
think
move.
Frank.
Shout out. The David Morse, it was a little bit aggressive. Like, I don't want to talk over this guy.
So good.
But good moves there, Frank. Quick feet, Frank over there. Can't answer any of the phones. The computer crashed.
Sorry,
guys.
That stinks.
Phone line's gonna work tonight.
Yeah, we'll be able to take calls tonight, AJ.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm sure we'll have plenty of them. So first guest 740. When's the second guest?
Probably around pick 10.
Okay.
10 or 11. Because I think the first 10, we want to, like ride the wave a little bit.
Yeah.
What happens if one of the QBs is still there
What do you mean?
at 11 or 12? And then we got to wait to see who the fifth one is.
Who we're talking to is worth it.
Okay.
Their reaction, too, will be good.
True.
It'll be good. And then we got Orlovsky around 16, 15, 16.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it
He'll be
goes.
good. I think Dan will be good, man. I think he'll have very strong opinions on whatever happens.
He wants Mac at 3.
What are you saying that for? What are you saying that all about?
I'm saying, you know how Orlovsky is. Like, he always has his views, and he backs them up with his facts and his film study and everything. So I love to get his reaction on things that happen in the NFL.
AJ, he is 6'5", 180 pounds right now. Do you know that?
Does he want to be that skinny?
I think so. Yeah. I called him earlier to ask him to come on the show earlier today, and he was in the middle of a workout in his hotel room, and I was actually counting his reps for him while I was talking to him. And then I think when he gets done with his workout, he goes and drinks like a water, has a kale thing, and then he'll sit down, watch some film, and then if he does that for like 20, 30 minutes, he'll get up and he'll do another. He's going into model shape right now. He looks incredibly thin right now. You could break his spine, I think. I think you could break his spine very easily, very quickly right now. But Dan looks damn good.
He's always on the top of the leaderboards on the Peloton. I see it.
That's what it's about, I think, for him.
I think so.
This Peloton thing is really people battling. Have you been doing it?
Yeah, but I don't like having to I got to get home and this class starts live at 6:30 because you can't really compete. Like I do all my stuff when I get home when I feel like it.
Yeah, you're a rebel kind of.
I don't like doing the live classes. I don't need this guy fucking pontificating telling me I'm not doing good enough. I'll just do it on my own time.
When I was on there, I was riding the beach a lot.
Ooh, see, I haven't done the scenic rides yet. I do need to check that out.
I'm like, take it easy, dude. I'm not. I don't have time for you to yell at me right now. All right, I just want to go stare at the beach. If I want to stand up, I'll stand up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to work out here. Peloton seems to be a real thing. Dan loves it, though. I think he's becoming a face of that whole thing. You know what I mean?
Dan probably wants a raise from ESPN, so he's trying to, get in his best shape.
AJ.
What are you doing?
I'm going to run through this brick wall right here. When Trey Lance goes at 3 tonight. You hear me?
On the flip side, how crushed will you be if he does not?
We'll have to see, won't we?
Well, if that was the case, it would would have been bad intel.
Yeah. The thing about per sources, you can just kind of pawn the blame.
That was bad intel, I guess.
Wasn't us.
You can kind of pass the buck.
Well, yeah, of course. That's what everyone's going to do.
Was that a hint? No, it wasn't. I'm fucking right, though.
That's right.
I think. I don't know. Those books moving from plus 270 to minus 160, bro.
Hey, I got a question for that, though.
That's a big deal.
Is that all the books, or is that just the FanDuel book?
That's probably just FanDuel. You're right. They probably have each individual ones. I wonder if FanDuel directly, marketing people probably send it down the line. Did you hear what McAfee just said? Did you hear what McAfee? All his people are about to get on here.
Yeah, change the odds.
Hey, McAfee's people are about to try to get this thing. We got to change these quick. I wonder if that's happening. We have done things with them that has cost them millions and millions of dollars, I think. So that is something that we have to think about. I wonder if the other places were like that at all. That's hysterical if that is what happened at FanDuel.
Yeah, I haven't looked at any. They all went?
Yeah, they all are. They're trying to cover their losses, right? There's too much money coming in now.
FanDuel's minus 160 is the lowest odds for Trey Lance to go, but all of them now have Trey Lance as the favorite.
Damn.
Well,
that's when you know it could be real.
He's come. Yeah, I think so. Me and Dan Jeremiah said we've been hearing this. Dude. Yeah. Me and Dan Jeremiah said we got. He was a scout in the league, dude.
Yeah.
I forgot he was a scout in the league until he said once I got done scouting, and I'm happy he said that, by the way, because I think a lot of people forget that he was a scout, which is probably why I do appreciate his takes, and he seems like a cool dude. He seems like a cool dude. He was a quarterback. Where?
Yeah, Appalachian State.
Really, let's go Mountaineers.
Yeah.
How old is he?
I don't know, early 40s probably.
He's a good guy. He's a cool dude. But he's heard about it. I heard about it. Well, are we changing the lines here?
Smoke, there's fire.
Seems like it, AJ. Trey Lance, that means your top 10 mock is going to suck so bad.
Oh, boy.
Brutal.
That's why I wanted to fill out a full first round, but it's fine. I can play by your rules.
It's not my rules, dude. It's our life at this point.
So what are we, the top 10, what are we doing where you say we're not going to watch it, but we're just going to hear it from who?
No. So first two we're going to watch because we want to be able to talk about the spectacle that is the draft. So we want to see that. But from 3, we think, to about 10, depending upon what happens, we are going to have, because we're going to have to stream it on a computer because we don't have TVs. Nope. So we're going to turn that computer around so we will not be able to see what the hell's going on. Okay? So the only way we're going to find out is via like the Brinks truck situation, whenever it would just pop up on the screen. It's like, okay. Then it'll be like, is there a pick happening? Is it a trade happening? So that is how we will be finding out, I think, for 3 of them. Now, we might get sick of that, by the way, because something might be happening in the green room that we should probably watch. And maybe it's only from like pick 3 to like 7 or something like that. But I think starting at 3, we should have a little bit of a blind eye to that whole thing. You always watch, remember?
Yeah, he did.
With the coin toss, you go, oh, this is what you did.
No, I didn't. I did not give it away. I was 30 seconds ahead of you guys.
So what are you going to do tonight? Are you going to watch and try not to give it away? That's kind of a good little gimmick, I think, maybe.
Maybe I hope I am. I hope you guys are like 30 seconds behind me. I'll do whatever. I'll turn it off and react with you. Or actually, I could keep it on and see if I can hold myself if something big does happen. Or let's say Trey Lance doesn't go at 3. What do you think my facial expression will be?
Well, no, because that'll be us trying to
decipher.
Yeah. That'll be us trying to decipher. But you have to remember too that while you see it, there might be a little bit of a wait because Foxy's going to have to grab player and team graphics that Gertie has made. Yep. So there might be like a 10-second wait while he's grabbing those before running like the picks coming.
If for some reason I was watching and I was ahead, like I wouldn't say anything until you guys announced the pick, and then I could react with you.
Okay. Yeah, because us reading you will be good.
Yes. Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, but the slanderous things are going to be said about you whenever you know for 30, 45 seconds, then we don't. It's going to be a wild night.
Can't wait.
What else is new, guys?
Yeah, you're right, AJ. You don't deserve what happens in here. No. That table over there is disgusting. Love you, AJ.
You know what? I can handle it. So I absolutely deserve it, and I welcome it.
And that's why VJ,
That's right.
Oh, I forgot. I'm still afoot. Now this is really custom now.
Yeah. Did you buy that? You got that? Somebody gave it to you? That was a gift.
I kind of worked for Adidas for a few years.
Whoa. Oh yeah, doing that high school thing.
Yeah.
So that was what you were supposed to call it in because they were trying to be hip and cool. They're like, hey, we're doing this new thing. So here's your AJ team letter jacket.
It wasn't that. It was just, hey, when you're traveling to games, doing games, everybody there is wearing a bunch of the new Adidas gear.
Did you like your time with Adidas? Was that pre-Yeezy or post-Yeezy Adidas?
It was post, I believe. I didn't. Yeah, it was because I was the young kids there's these young guys that run a bunch of stuff for Adidas. I would joke with them like, hey man, give me some. What about the Yeezys? They're coming in. They're like, oh, sorry man, that's a different section of Adidas. That's not us.
It's just like Jordan, by the way. Jordan, Nike, that whole thing.
I didn't really want them to be honest. To be true, it was a joke.
Why not?
Well, you should have, by the way. That's just foolish. That's one thing. You live like a caveman. Okay. Was that before or after Pharrell went over there and had the shoes, the SHUs? Do you remember?
I have the low top green Pharrells I wear. Yeah.
Those are so. Hey, Adidas was shit. Yep. Shit. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it was like Pharrell, Yeezy went over there, and I don't know what they had an entire shift of how they're going to design things, and they became like the tone setters almost for design. And that's
Trevor Lawrence now.
I was just going to say, they got Lawrence.
They got Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, right? He's also Adidas. Messi, I think, is in there.
Yeah.
I think Messi. I'm trying to think back to that Adidas commercial.
Von Miller,
yeah. They made some plays there. They stunk. Hey, their shit stunk for so long. I remember playing on teams. Soccer-wise, and if they were an Adidas team, like I was going to play like for a team for a weekend or whatever, and they needed somebody or something like that, or go to a tournament with a team or something, and they were an Adidas team, you had to put Adidas on. I was like, this fucking stinks, dude. Why do I got to wear this stuff? It doesn't fit.
I assumed Adidas soccer stuff was good. I just assumed, like, hey, they can't make good football stuff because of their soccer company.
The Nike stuff was always just so much better than everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like in my eyes. Now the old school Copa Mundials everybody like had and liked, and I had those as well. But man, every other shoe pair was just so much nicer. Nike's always been so much better. And then Adidas came back in, and they're like, we want to be back in the game. And Adi Dawsonheimer would be very proud of what they got doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I went to his factory when I was in Germany.
Adi Dawsonheimer.
I think that's his name. I don't remember if we were making fun of that being his actual name or if that is his actual name. Nonetheless, I went to the thing over there in Germany. There's some breaking news. I believe Ian Rappaport says the Steelers are closing in on a 1-year extension with quarterback Mason Rudolph. Nothing done yet, but look for it soon for the Steelers backup. He'll be signed through 2022. Congrats to Mason Rudolph.
Mason!
Congrats, Mason. Everybody in Pittsburgh is currently rejoicing. Diggs, I don't know if you're still on the horn or not, but Mason Rudolph's at least through 2022. That's going to make you have some sense of security, right, with the Pittsburgh Steelers' future and everything? Okay. Diggs not happy.
Pat.
Yep. Guy stinks.
I mean, one of my favorite days of the year. Fucking ruined.
Oh, no.
I mean, I was so excited for the draft tonight, and now I can't trust this fucking organization to make any decisions right
Whoa.
today.
You're turning your back on the entire Steelers organization, the Rooney family, everything they've stood for?
No, I just lose all faith in the decision-making process for tonight.
Dwayne Haskins must stink, huh?
Oh, yeah. He's done.
Here we go, Mason.
Here we go. Here we go, Mason. Here we go. That's right. Brett Michaels is pumped about this.
Is he announcing a pick tonight?
Are they doing that? Second, third round?
We can only hope.
Are they doing that again?
Well, I thought maybe
Yeah.
Raj.
Raj does not give up the
give an exemption.
spotlight in the first round.
Oh, by the
There's
way,
some guys though.
shouldn't.
There's some guys announcing picks, but it's later rounds, obviously.
I'm excited.
Pumped.
I enjoy that. I think it's very cool. I think that was a very cool idea that they let me do that. When I got that email from the NFL, everybody thinks it was the Colts. It wasn't the Colts. The NFL saw that what the Colts did to me after I retired, and they put the orangutan in there. And they're like, can we please just try this guy one time? And I'm like, thank you, NFL, for that opportunity.
You're a commissioner.
The opportunity to do that is so awesome. Like, you're representing the fucking entire franchise.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if everybody views it that way when they go up there, but this is awesome. Like, this is a very cool thing. I assume at some point you're going to do it, I hope. It is a very, very cool thing that they started doing. Now, granted, I just follow along on the internet to see those announcements, and I don't know who is getting announced on the other end of it at all. But I do like the fact the NFL's doing it. I think it's a good move.
Your setup was perfect, too, with Reggie Wayne right before you, and it's in Tennessee. And
Reggie was Debo and folks out there.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Absolutely awesome. AJ, why haven't you done it yet?
I have not been asked to do that, and I think if I did, it would probably politely turn that down. That's the thing for, like, you took an opportunity, like, you used the most of that opportunity. I don't think I have the capabilities to do anything near what you did. I would just announce the pick.
Yeah.
I know. I would just announce the
do
pick,
me.
which I have no desire to do that.
Linebacker from Penn State.
Well, why don't you do something different then? If you have no desire
what?
to do something.
What do you want to do? When we get on a pogo stick or something, I can do that.
Can you pogo stick?
Of course. I could juggle probably while I'm on the pogo stick.
You can pogo stick?
Of course, yes.
Your hands can't juggle.
So you got... we'll get to the juggling.
You can go any good pogo stick. People go. You can go no hands. Clamp your legs together and jump with no hands.
Are you like an actual talented pogo? Because I've seen some really talented pogo people in public before, and it is fascinating how much better they are than I would be if I get on that thing. That is a death trap as soon as I get on there. That thing is shooting directly sideways, launching me somewhere right in my head probably. I've tried it 4 times. Do you do the backflips on it?
No, I don't do backflip. I haven't done it in a long time, but my buddy growing up across the street, his dad had like 5 big heavy duty, like old school, really like pogo sticks I don't see anywhere. And so we would do them all the time. I wasn't doing flips, no.
I'm so jealous. That's like, God, can we get some, now that you're an Instagram influencer, can we please get some Pogo Hawk content
right now?
If there's some pogo stick companies out there and you want to send me one, I will gladly.
Hey, dying business.
Yeah.
We're wondering if you wanted one last good run with the Hawk.
Yep.
Spread your eagles and fly with AJ Hawk on his Instagram, which is very active. Mm-hmm. Hey, you put one out today, and then you did the thing where it's like Do you want to agree to tweet this out as well and put this on another platform that it's not supposed to go on at all in the way that you do it? You said, yeah, absolutely. Now I'm tweeting and Instagramming. I love what you did this morning.
That was an efficient move, wasn't it? I saw that little add it to Twitter, said, yep, here we go. And I never even looked at Twitter.
Look at me. I'm tweeting. I'm Instagramming. I'm an influencer. Miller Lite guy. Got their draft spectacular tonight. What a day. Having a day. You did great on the Instagram post, by the way.
Yeah.
Great. I wish you would have hashtagged influencer at the end. That would have really, you know what I mean? That would have really.
Home run.
I don't want to rub it in, you know.
It's nice of you.
All right. I got to get out of here. I got to go
Mac
take
Jones. Hey, before we go, Mac Jones, by the way, great ad from Topgolf that he posted. And he had a little video of him taking a shot, too. The kid looks good. Looks good at number 3 to me, huh?
All right. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know how many golf shots he can make to change that number 3 pick if my sources are accurate. Okay, let me go. Did he Instagram it?
I don't know. I saw it pop up. Yeah, it's Instagram.
Dude, stop playing dumb. We know you live on the internet, dude.
I didn't know if it was Twitter or Instagram.
Mac Jones 10. Is it on his IG story?
I mean, it's not that big a deal. Jeez.
It is.
You don't need to look
It is.
at
He's
now.
an influencer, dude. I want to hear.
Always had them just like sleep number house at the house or whatever, sleep number beds at the house.
Oh, it's a different
And
ad.
I finally got my own, and then from there, I mean, I played great since like you.
The sleep number bed fucking stinks.
I was gonna say, can't trust him.
The worst.
No,
man. It's an air mattress.
You're sleeping on an air mattress in a tent, basically, in your room. Okay, and it's elevated, so you're potentially going to die every time. But get your money, Mac. You got to do what you got to do because we don't know where you're going to get.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like you do, so maybe it's something about the bed.
Dak Prescott loves the bed too.
Okay. Sleep number. You're a smart guy. True.
Oh yeah, he's like a really good golfer.
Is he?
He grew up golfing. He's been on a golf course his whole life.
He's a tennis guy, too. I think he has like a tennis background.
Huh.
Good mechanics for good feet for a quarterback.
Wow,
Who else had a good?
Drew Brees.
There it is. This is via Mac Jones 10 on Instagram. Oh my God, he's got a little bit of a fade on that thing, a little bit of a slice.
Look at that outfit, too. That's a franchise QB. Like, that dude is mature.
Yeah, you don't dress like that if you're not a 90-year-old man inside. Patrick Mahomes did this and hit it out of the thing last year.
Yeah.
So that's immediately got to compare it to somebody else at the position who's doing the same type of thing. And I saw Tim Tebow, who's now a tight end in the NFL, actually put a ball into orbit down there at Topgolf.
And through the net.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe that wasn't his cleanest shot, but if it wasn't, let's not post it, Mac. Let's get into the game a little bit. I love that you're sleeping on that sleep number bed, though. I can never do it. It got in my house. I would like to burn it down, actually.
Gotta wonder if that's a couple red flags there.
Dak Prescott, though, he's also a sleep number bed. He's a very good quarterback.
Can he walk?
Well, he's been sleeping good. So his recovery's been great. And he can walk. He can throw, too. Dallas Cowboys, you think they're trading out from 10 or you think Jerry's making a move?
I could see him trading out. But if not,
you have no idea what's
if not, they're taking Joe Horn's kid.
You don't even know his name.
J.C. Horn.
Yeah, Joe Horn's kid.
Mm-hmm.
Is this another golf shot?
He has a name.
Oh, yeah, here's Patrick Mahomes. Fucking just
That's outrageous.
gone. Oh, no, that was shit.
That wasn't
Wait
good.
a minute. Maybe we misremembered.
Mahomes does not want this out.
Whoa.
Well, he's dicking around.
Bang!
There it is.
There's the one. That's a guy that owns a baseball team. Bang! Pow!
He can play. He's good at golf.
He's also a very good baseball player.
Yeah.
He was drafted real high?
His dad played in the majors for, I think, like 15 years.
Oh, so you assume he's been around BP or two?
A video came out not too long ago of him, his senior year of high school, throwing a no-hitter. He struck out like 16 guys. He was throwing very hard as well.
The Tigers drafted Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That was the last world champion they drafted.
Bingo.
That was the joke. I remember that.
Yeah.
That hit the internet there for a little bit. Hey, did you ever play baseball? No way with those. Yeah.
Yes, I did. I grew up playing travel baseball and all that.
Catcher?
No, pitcher, shortstop.
You could throw. You threw mud. What was it?
Yeah, no, I threw straight heat. If they tried to make me throw a changeup, I wasn't doing it.
Did people just go yard on you all the time and you hated it and you try to fight them?
No, I mean I was either a pretty good outing or I could never throw a strike and I hit multiple players.
Classic,
probably
classic
beam
guy
the
who
dude.
throws mud. Yep.
But I love playing baseball. Just if I wasn't pitching, I got bored pretty easily. That was my problem.
Yeah, if you're not in every single play. Yeah. It's kind of what happened when I got drafted to punt.
A lot of downtime, huh? A lot of downtime.
What are we doing out here? What are we doing? I went from soccer, and football, like year-round for, I don't know how many, 18 years straight. And then I go to being the kicker at West Virginia. I wasn't even punting at that point. And they're like, all right, you'll kick for like a 5-minute period at the beginning, and then you got nothing for the 3 hours. I'm like, what the fuck?
Son of a bitch.
What is my life becoming? And then when I added punting, I was like, okay, a little bit more. Maybe I'm in the game a little bit more. And then it's like, now you go to the NFL, it's just punting. I'm like, yeah, fucking hey, man. A lot of hanging out. What am I? It's just me and my thoughts? What am I doing here? I think that's a lot of baseball, right? Me and your thoughts.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, yeah.
I should have played. I love that sport, I think.
Except for, do you think Pat Mahomes figured out whether he was right or left-handed when he was 32 years old like you did?
All right. Listen, it's draft spectacular day.
Come on.
We still don't know if I'm a lefty or
Yeah, we don't.
We still don't know.
Swing looks sweet from that side of the plate, though.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
From the form, it looks as though
Much
it's a left.
more confident.
Yeah.
Over here. What if I fucking go down to the... by the way, that was going to be one of the things.
Yeah, the up to something.
For the up to something, that was going to be one of the things. I was going to be taking BP, and I was going to put it out. And then who was the team?
The Birmingham Barons.
The Birmingham Barons were going to quote tweet it and say something as if I was like shout out to the Birmingham Barons, by the way. We never did it because the kicking thing did so well. We didn't have to unload it or get anything else for the up to something. But they were going to quote tweet it and like put the eyes on there or whatever. And am I fucking playing for the Barons again? Am I going to play? Did I go from Frontier League to AAA all of a sudden? Let's go, dude. But we didn't do that, obviously.
You could take the Mets have an opening now that Timmy Tebow is an NFL tight end.
You're right. I'll go swing that bat a little bit. Let me see if I can go to the Mets.
Look at that new owner, right? The new billionaire owner.
Yeah.
He took it in the shins there for a bit.
Yeah.
He was,
right away.
He was entrenched in battle there.
Was it GameStop or what was he battling?
I think that was a big part of it, yeah.
Think about J-Lo and A-Rod were going to be, Alex Rodriguez were going to be owners of that team.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got divorced. Chris Mortensen's reporting that my guy Adam Schefter just teased a major story he will report after this next NFL Live break. I have access to his vault. The details, worth the watch, listen, and eventually the read on ESPN. Here we go. Here we go.
That was an hour ago, though.
Oh, yeah, it was at 2:15.
We don't look at the details.
No, see, this one says 3:15. I don't know if that one's logged into a different one. And
I guess that could be Central.
NFL Live also obviously said was 3 to 5. Yeah.
So it's Zito's computer, which is on Central Time because it was born in Illinois. Congrats to that computer.
Yeah.
Okay, so every time we've done that.
Yeah. It's been an hour behind.
It's been an hour
I noticed
up.
it. Yeah.
Oh, my God. So we were actually breaking news. We're like, okay, this was reported an hour ago. This is a Zito production. The best.
Yeah.
The best, Zito. Thank you, dude. Not your fault. Could have never thought of it. You could have actually never thought of that. With that being said, now we go.
Now we go.
Holy fuck. Are they on commercial break? I got to run to the bathroom.
Yeah. You want me to throw it on TV?
Yeah, hey, we will. Yeah, let's play like a video. We're going to come. I got to run to the bathroom here. I have to go get a COVID test, but if this is anything to do with what I was potentially, told people.
Holy shit.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Here we go. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. So we have breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, on the draft spectacular day of Thursday, April 29th, 2021. Adam Schefter on NFL Live just reported that.
You want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, boy. Reigning MVP
Aaron Rodgers is so disgruntled with Green Bay Packers that he has told some within the organization that he does not want to return to the team, league, and team sources told ESPN on Thursday. More on NFL Live now. Okay, so Shefty is now reporting that Aaron Rodgers has told the Packers he's not happy with being a Green Bay Packer. What you heard there at the beginning of a reading is Ty Schmidt's soul leaving his body. The diehard Green Bay Packer fan now has to stare down a potential future without Aaron Rodgers. Now, will this be something that'll be able to be, rekindled? Will a flame be able to be relit like what happened with Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll? Will Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers be able to get through this? Or will the fact that a long-term deal has not been struck, and last year they traded into the first round to draft his replacement, is this at the point of time that this has all come to an head in Aaron Rodgers' Green Bay Packers is over. It sure feels like, is that going to happen? By the way, did not know this was happening.
No.
This is not what I thought it was going to be. So whenever that thing pops up there, wild time to be alive. AJ, have you talked to Aaron Rodgers yet? And how much of this do you know of being accurate? And is this potential, what the hell's going on, you think?
Well, I mean, I hate to kill anything for you, but I have not spoken to him about this. I don't know. I'm learning just like you from Schefter. But so I'm just trying to think, like, if he tells the Packers he does not want to return, that's not a guarantee that he's not going to be in Green Bay next year. But it sounds like they have a lot to work through.
Ty, what's going on, dude?
I mean, you alienate the fucking guy. No wonder he doesn't want to fucking come back. He's done. It's over. That's the end of it. Hey.
When you say alienate, what do you mean by that?
Every opportunity you've had to piss this guy off, they've done with bells and whistles. It's like, hey, what can we do today to maybe, get Rodgers the fuck out of here? Oh, I get it. Let's call a press conference and say, hey, he's going to be our quarterback for the foreseeable future. But, I mean, we don't know. Hey, let's not give him any money. He doesn't have any guaranteed money left on his contract. Let's just kind of leave that sitting pat. He's not going to give a shit about that. He just won an MVP. What does he have to be mad about? I mean, it's just, goddamn negligence from the top of the organization to the bottom. I don't blame the guy. It pains me to say it. It hurts. But, I mean, listen, the writing's been on the wall for a while. We've known this, okay? We've known that something needed. You got to do something. You had to do something. And they didn't do a goddamn thing. So I don't blame him.
Okay.
I don't blame him.
Okay. And that's Ty, obviously, immediate reaction there in the moment. Hey, Ty. You're going to be all right, dude.
It's all right, Ty.
Ty, it's going to be all right, Ty.
Okay.
I don't know about the Packers. I don't know about the Packers and Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
but
if he's gone, they're going to fucking stink for a long time.
And I do believe that is the fear of a lot of Packers fans
Yeah.
is, okay, I think Aaron Rodgers has potentially been covering up a lot of maybe warts or things like that. Devontae Adams also does not have a long-term deal either, right? So Aaron Rodgers has told people within the organization he's not happy being a Green Bay Packer. What does that mean? Who did he talk to? This would be a cool time to have Aaron Rodgers call into the show. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
God, could you imagine?
That'd be awesome.
For a second there.
Hey, that's fucked up. I did. What was the more on NFL Live there that Schefter referred to at the end of his tweet? Does anybody know? Do we have any idea?
There was a tweet sent in. Adam Schefter
It's
said
the
that
article that I sent in.
Yeah, Packers GM, coach, and CEO Mark Murphy have flown out multiple times to meet with Aaron Rodgers and convince him to come back, and Rodgers, quote, has not budged on his stance.
Oh, shit.
So
Hey.
read the article too, Connor. The article's got a lot of what Shefty just said on NFL Live.
It's over. You don't have to read the article. It's over and done.
I'll read the article.
He's gone.
Here we go. I would like to know. This is
gone.
insane. What a wild time to be alive. Here's the article. Okay, can you zoom out on this thing? We'll read this thing. Adam Schefter, zoom in a little bit more there. Reigning MVP Aaron Rodgers is so disgruntled with the Green Bay Packers that he has told some within the organization that he does not want to return to the team, league, and team sources told ESPN on Thursday. The Packers are aware of his feelings, concerned about them, and have had team president Mark Murphy, general manager Brian Gutekunst, and head coach Matt LaFleur each fly out on separate trips to meet with Rodgers at various points this offseason, sources told ESPN. As we've stated since the season ended, we are committed to Aaron in 2021 and beyond, Gutekunst told ESPN. Aaron has been a vital part of our success, and we look forward to competing for another championship with him leading our team. Rodgers has not budged this offseason, but neither have the Packers, who have made it known they are not interested in trading Rodgers anywhere. The San Francisco 49ers called the Packers on Wednesday night. A source told ESPN, and the Los Angeles Rams inquired about Rodgers in January before they got Matthew Stafford. The Packers quickly dismissed the Rams' overtures. The source said the Packers have offered to extend Rodgers' contract, sources told ESPN. Whoa. Rodgers is unhappy for a variety of reasons, with some of it dating back to last year's draft when the Packers didn't inform him before trading up to draft a quarterback with their first-round pick. Some took this as a sign that his days in the Green Bay could be numbered. He also is at a different point in his personal life. Having recently got engaged to actress Shailene Woodley, Rodgers also has hosted Jeopardy and said it would be a dream. We could have got quoted there to become full-time host.
Yep.
Okay, dude. On draft night, the Packers' biggest issue isn't who they land, but whether they can keep the former NFL MVP. Did not know Schefter was like a writer like that. I thought he was just a newsbreaker. What's that?
I guess.
This is very fascinating now. Oh, that's Rob Domofsky. Also, Domofsky has contributed to this report. Shout out to Rob Domofsky. AJ, your thoughts on it? I did not know any of this was happening. This is wild to me to think that the Packers have gone out there in Green Bay, and Aaron's like, nah. But it seems like whoever Schefter's getting his information from certainly is painting the picture as if the Packers were trying to do this thing, and maybe it was too little too late. I don't know. I'm excited to hear how this whole thing is going to pan out here eventually, probably over the next couple hours, I'd assume.
Yeah. So the timing, though, why is this coming out right now, do you think?
Yeah, because you would think that came from the team side there, that particular information.
I don't know, though. But if Aaron wants out, I guess the team, they could leak it out to, so like if they feel, I don't know. I just feel like the Packers, how could they, there's no way they're giving up on it, saying, hey, yeah, we're getting rid of him. They're going to do whatever they can to try to keep him.
Did that not sound slanted, though, from the Packers organization? It sounded like there was information from the Packers, right?
They've done everything they can to.
We each flew out separately, and we dismissed it quickly and everything. Maybe they're making like a large announcement like, hey, to everybody that is calling or thinking there's a problem going through Schefter, we are not trading Aaron Rodgers. And who knows how Aaron feels, but also we don't know why that information is being leaked by whoever at this particular point.
Attaboy, Dove!
Dove Kleiman.
Attaboy, Dove!
Dove Kleiman at NFL_Dove Kleiman. He was sitting on this, ready for this. Bill Belichick with Aaron Rodgers in New England. Would Bill Belichick give the Green Bay Packers enough for them to get off their stance that they've allegedly been on via Adam Schefter's article there on ESPN.com that they aren't budging? This is fascinating, Ty. Fascinating times here in Green Bay. And Aaron Rodgers coming off an MVP season potentially is like, nah, I ain't fucking going anymore. I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. There's been a lot of conversation. And Ty pointed out there before we read the entire thing. There's been a lot of situations where previous GMs or people around the NFL have gone, if we had fucking Aaron Rodgers, right, we'd be doing ba, 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 ba. And I would assume that somebody has told Aaron, like, hey, do you not think it's bullshit, like what's going on with Tom down there? Like what they're doing to build up that team around Tom Brady to make him, he's probably going to win a couple more Super Bowls. Yeah. Do you see what Patrick Mahomes is getting over there? You've met Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, you guys do State Farm commercials together. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's just doing everything you're doing. Do you see what they're doing in Kansas City? They just got him 10 fucking weapons. The team's ready to go. They're going all in for this thing. Do you see what you guys have done? Nothing really to go all in this very new football world. Now, if you're a Packers fan, you can say, hey, this is how the Packers have always done it. We've always had sustained success. But with Aaron Rodgers, with his contract looking the way it was looking going into the season, they let it happen. After them trading up to say, hey, get the fuck out of town, too, with Jordan Love. Here's the guy that's going to replace you. And then watching what's going on around the NFL, you could see how Aaron's potentially pissed off. I just didn't know that he was pissed off because I don't think any of us had ever heard that. Really.
Yeah, I mean, the writing's kind of been on the wall. Like, I basically said that verbatim last year when they drafted Jordan Love. You know, it's like, hey, you know, whether he says it or not, like, obviously this is going to piss the guy off. And even if you take away, like, the, hey, not getting all these weapons or whatever, like, if you treat someone like shit for long enough and kind of just like, you know, drag their name through like the press and everything like that, you treating the guy like he's a C-lister, a D-lister when he just won an MVP, like, guess what? That's going to rub some people the wrong way. So I don't know. I mean, obviously I definitely did not expect to see this today, but it's not like I'm completely shocked and taken aback by it.
Okay, well, here we go. We got some shit that's going to pop off tonight, 4 o'clock, Hammer Don, youtube.com/Hammer Don. That's DAHN. They'll be live in 30 minutes. I assume if any news breaks on that, we will reconnect and have a full family party. You guys are giving out money back there, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, 1,000%. I just slammed the 49ers to win the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, plus 800 or so.
Sounds like you weren't very sure of that one, but 30 minutes from now, he will be, and there will be a money train. AJ, see you 7:30 Eastern Standard Time right here, youtube.com/The Pat McAfee Show.
Can't wait, man. I'll be there.
Hey, your top 10 stinks, dude.
Beautiful top 10. Can't wait to take home the trophy and watch you pass out that 20K.
Okay. Well, can't wait for everybody. Thanks to the boys here. Thanks to the boys there. Thanks for everybody's time. We'll see you in a few hours. This has been the Pat McAfee Show. Draft Spectacular Day, Thursday, April 29th, 2021. Maybe
and literally and figuratively, the dawn of a new day in the NFL. We'll see you in a few hours.